the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today. When I wake up in the morning, Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Wow, and just like that, it's here. Happy hump day, everybody. Good morning, welcome to it. Happy Wednesday. Look at you.
Look at y'all,
Look,
man.
the whole team
Stop
is here.
it.
You
Give
don't
me high
understand.
fives all the way
Yes, Boo, I'm going to
around.
give you 2.
Oh, thank you so
Boom,
much.
and 2 for you as well.
take
Well
it.
done. Morning, gang. How are we
Good
doing?
morning, gang. I'm good. How are you?
Well, now that the two of you, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to be chilling today and just enjoying the show, I guess. Front row seats.
Whatever, dude. We're going to crack the whip and you're going to work. Not like he hasn't been working, I think, probably 24 hours a day.
Yo, guys.
We love it.
But
for you, man.
I'm here for it because, in fact, this is what's the most important thing, is that we get across that finish line and I keep my mental health in check,
That's
especially
right.
during this time of the year. You know, when we're working and getting overloaded, the stresses, everything can get
all coming in,
overwhelming.
yeah.
And we either break or we can fight through. And this is what I'm hoping to get some energy from for the day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All
You got me?
You made it. You put it there, dude. So it's a make or break kind of a day. So hopefully we've got the resources we need.
Absolutely. Listen, October, yes, we're still in October. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. And today we're going to be shining a beautiful light on a silent struggle many South African women face, in fact, and that is maternal depression. Now, that might be something new to you, but it's about a conversation all around identity and healing and support for moms who often say, I'm fine, when they're actually everything but fine.
Put it on a T-shirt. That's kind of like the mom mode.
I'm fine.
Mom mantra.
And we're going to bring in the big guns. Meg Fora is going to be here to chat through those stages. I know it's never a singular journey, but you'll be amazed at how similar your journey is to someone else out there. Then we're going to welcome Rock the Boat into our space. And yes, the boat shall rock. The entire studio shall rock. Absolutely awesome. Wendy Newhouse and Stuart Irving are here. They have just dropped their debut album, Keeps Me Breathing, and in light of the struggles that I think many of us are facing right now, and I'm not joking, sometimes you just need to hear it. You need that mantra, you need that sound just to kickstart the process, and maybe today that's what we are going to
I think today is that day. Officially, though, we need to kick off some more duties, which you're going to be standing by for. But I don't want to stop it there and keep the gears and keep all the good stuff coming, obviously, Mzansi, because, oh, there she goes. Obviously, she's off to official duties. But I want to remind you that there's something still happening in the kitchen as well. Yes, we're going to be feeding those bellies. Chef Clem is in town. And it's not just about fueling with good conversation, but fueling with food that can serve us all, Mzansi. So, yeah, you're in for an absolute treat this morning. I want to try to do that thing that Chris did now. How do we exit stage left?
Okay.
Just shoop, cheers,
But one of you
bye.
has to do the news.
It is time for your news, your 6 o'clock news bulletin, the kickoff this Wednesday. And we get started here with Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, who says it will recommend that Minister Buti Manamela place the University of Fort Hare under administration following violent protests that saw several buildings torched. Now, the committee says the move aims to restore stability as well as rebuild trust between management and students. Now, Chairperson Tebogo Lesi says an independent assessor should investigate underlying issues. Meanwhile, Vice-Chancellor Sakela Buhlungu confirmed blended learning would resume, while the university is finalizing a recovery plan to save the academic year. In other news in the country, a lion that escaped from a transport trailer on the R49 between Lichtenburg and Zeerust has been safely recaptured. The Northwest Department of Economic Development, Environment, Conservation and Tourism has finally confirmed. Now, the animal broke free while being moved from the Free State to Nitfordid, prompting a probe into possible permit violations. Now, investigators will review compliance with national transport standards as well as liability conditions. The department warned of strict action for negligence and reminded wildlife transporters to prioritize safety and animal welfare at all times. In your international news making headlines, Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party plans to amend the constitution to extend President Emerson Mnangagwa's term to 2030, drawing sharp criticism from opposition leaders. Now, the proposal, adopted at a party conference, would lengthen the 83-year-old's leader tenure by 2 years beyond the current 2028 limit. Now, Justice Minister Ziyambi says the move ensures, quote, continuity and stability, end quote, but critics argue it undermines democracy. Mnangagwa, who came to power in 2017 after Robert Mugabe's ousting, faces growing calls for civic vigilance against what may view as a constitutional overreach. Meanwhile, France's former president, Nicolas Sarkozy, has begun serving a 5-year prison term for conspiring to fund his 2007 election campaign with money from late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Sarkozy, 70, was driven to La Santé prison in Paris, where he is held in isolation for safety. Now, supporters lined the streets as he left his home with wife Carla Bruni. He maintains his innocence, calling his imprisonment a, quote, crushing price for the truth. Now, his lawyers have appealed the conviction, seeking his release as France grapples with political shockwaves. And let's close off your first bit of news over here, where it's molting season on Daya Island. And while grown-up African penguins shed their feathers and can't fish, their chicks are left calling for dinner. Thankfully, the Daya Island Conservation Trust and Cape Nature rush in to save these downy darlings, bringing them to the African Penguin and Seabird Sanctuary in Gansbaai. Now, each chick is pampered with sushi-sized sardines and endless round-the-clock care until they're plump, strong, and ready to waddle home. Now, feeding so many hungry beaks is costly, but every rescued penguin helps preserve a species now down to just 2.5% of its past numbers. Now, donations to the Fishy Fund keep those tiny tummies full and those bright eyes shining. And definitely those happy feet going. That is where we leave your news for this morning. Time now for your first bit of sports. Here's Graham.
Great team effort there. Let's follow suit with the Proteas right now. We start with cricketing news and Tristan Stubbs. His unbeaten 68 and then Keshav Maharaj's superb 7 for 102 kept South Africa in the contest on day 2 of their second test in Rawalpindi. The Proteas closing in on that 185 for 4, trailing Pakistan by 148 runs. That was after dismissing the hosts for 333 a little earlier in the day, thanks mainly to Maharaj's brilliant spin masterclass. Absolutely on fire. Well, speaking of which, let's stay with cricketing news and Marizanne Cup. Remember, she retired not so long ago. Thank goodness she's back in the fold. Her all-round brilliance powering South Africa to a dominant 150-run DLS win over Pakistan in Colombo, sending them to the top of the Women's World Cup standings. So Cup scored 68 not out and then followed suit 3 for 20 with ball in hand, while Laura Wolfart hit 90 as the Proteas posted 312 for 9 in their rain-hit clash to seal their 5th straight victory, hitting form at just the right time. Now, this year has taken its toll in tennis, and Novak Djokovic, the latest to fall, he has withdrawn from this year's Paris Masters, citing physical struggles following his Shanghai exit earlier in October. The 24-time Grand Slam champion, who has won the event 7 times now, said he hopes to return next year. World number 10 Holger Rune will also miss the tournament after an Achilles surgery. So we'll certainly watch his recovery as well. Now let's get into our European footballing action last night. And Victor Gyökeres ended his goal drought in emphatic fashion with a brace as Arsenal thrashed Atletico Madrid 4-0 to stay perfect in the Champions League. Then Erling Haaland, he struck again in Man City's 2-0 win over Villarreal. They also look pretty strong. While Fermin Lopez's hat-trick inspired Barcelona to an incredible 6-1 routing of Olympiacos. And that's, again, perfect timing ahead of Sunday's El Clasico against their old foes. So, as always, we'll watch that space. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Delve into those headlines again at around 7 o'clock. Let's see how the midweek weather is treating us.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, let's dive into all things weather right now with the South African Weather Service, which has warned of extreme fire danger over Kamiesberg in the Northern Cape and Bergrivier in the Western Cape. Now, this is urging residents to stay alert. Now, a heat wave with persistently high temperatures is also gripping Richtersveld as well as Matsikama, while very hot and uncomfortable conditions are expected to linger across the West Coast and Kamiesberg districts. Now, authorities are advising the public to keep hydrated, avoid open flames, and take precautions against heat-related risks. Now, of course, this is our weather news, but we get to accelerate our mood once again because we're starting off our sunrise view, and this one is just a banger. We got Ilse coming through from Durban with 25 degrees of weather that you can expect, and your Durban is looking good. Get the costume on, slap on some sunscreen, maybe get a surfboard out and make the most of this absolutely beautiful weather. But wow, Ilse, thank you so much for sending this one through. You've gotten me in the mood for Wednesday now. It's official, and I want you to keep that mood coming, Mzansi. Use the number 063-036-9649 and keep sharing incredible sunrise views like this because, it's elevating everybody's mood in the studio. So we'll do it all again the next hour, but for now, though, I'm going to give you something back. I'm going to give you the temperatures that you can expect on your side of town. Enjoy.
Beautiful sunrise picture, so thank you so much. But Durban, it does kind of feel like rubbing it in a little bit because it's always like that in Durban. So we love you for that.
It's crazy.
Exactly. So as you can see, my friend looks actually a bit more winter than summer today.
Dude, it's getting a bit hot, bro.
Yeah, and you do look lovely always, but I think we can improve. There's always in life an opportunity to improve. Now, I can joke as much as you want, but the bottom line is we all need a little bit of help jacking it up for summer. Summer is all about the lightweight fabrics, those shorts, maybe some sandals, some straw hats. Just push the boat out a little bit, excuse the pun. And now we need your help, please. Ryle needs a little bit of expert advice to choose between these two high summer looks and some accessories thrown in as well, so you can play Ken doll this morning and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so we've got option one, a linen blend, button-up layered over a crisp white tee, paired with some top deck shorts and then some chocolate sandals. Beautiful look. Love it. Lots of texture going there. Textured crossbody bag as well. Some classic Panama hat action going on there. I like it. Take a little look there. I just did a little AI mock-up of what you would look like. Do you like
a
that,
little safari guide type of
exactly.
Summer guide.
And he will let his hair down for the look,
yes,
just to complete that.
I promise you a guide to all the good times when you join me.
Exactly. He'll be your tour guide. I like that. Then option two, also beautiful, because I get to say sage green. Okay, and I really like sage green as a color. Nice, it does, eh? Not in the kitchen, on the clothing this morning. Absolutely beautiful matching linen blend set. Then we've styled it with some white sneakers, black crossbody bag, and then a cool little black cap. And then you can take a look. There I did a little AI mock-up of our Ryle.
That's like me, bro. Like, that's just how I dress in general, to be honest. Very nature boy-esque. I can go to an event, I can go to lunch, I can head out into a little activity. It kind of works for everything.
I can throw a bucket of water on you and you just
you can try, but like I'll probably move so freely in that I'll dodge it, bro.
Exactly. The little goose step, side step. I love it. So which one is he going to be goose stepping into summer with? It is up to you. Option one or option two. Again, sage green, I'm just saying. Okay, absolutely love the colors. Love the pastels, but love the textures as well. So what's your favorite look? Please drop us a vote. You can, of course, include that hashtag Style by Woolies so we know what you're talking about online. But we'd love to hear from you this morning. Let us know, what should Ryle wear today?
Come on now, make me look
options.
good, Mzansi. Absolutely appreciate the fact that you're coming through to help me get ready for the summer feels, because the weather's looking good out there, and I want to look good for that good weather, and that's up to you. So make a good choice, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
You definitely have a tough task on your hands, Mzansi. So let me lighten the mood just a little bit and let you know what is on the menu still to come. Now, on a Wednesday, you know it is the Culinary Hotline Bling. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I hope you joined in at home as well. Before we dive into that with Chef Clem, Siobhan Fourie is in the building. And we have to get into a blind taste test and try to figure out which tin fruit is where without any sort of labeling around it. But first and foremost, let's get into a really important conversation around the rising depression rates among new moms. And that conversation will be handled straight after this. So don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, you're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for choosing us this morning. We're here till 9 o'clock, so get comfortable. Right now, we've got to get into our Good Morning Post, and this one is all around the tired moms, which, to be honest, isn't that every single mom? But this one is for you if you identify. We've got a question for you. How do you take care of yourself while taking care of everybody else? You know, how do you fill your cup to make sure the overflow goes to those around you? That's the question we want to know. And for you to let us know via voice note, we would love to hear your voice on 063-0369649. Alternatively, just drop us a comment on @Expresso Show. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, and let us know as we dive into the first part of this conversation all around addressing the rise of depression in new moms.
I'm so glad that we are focusing on this particular topic right now because I know from first-hand experience how heavy this can hit. And while we have an opportunity during October to discuss mental health and wellness, we thought we'd hone in on one common thread that affects so many people. Today, we are focusing on a silent struggle that I think a lot of South African women and women across the globe go through. We are talking about maternal depression or postpartum depression. For many new mothers, it's a period not just about bonding and baby giggles and all the warm and fuzzy stuff. It's also a time of complete identity loss, unbelievable societal and familial pressure, and profound emotional shifts. It's just crazy. And with growing awareness around perinatal mental health now, thankfully, there is stronger support for moms who feel overwhelmed, disconnected, or depressed. So let's tap into that right now. One such voice of support is one of my absolute favorites, Meg Fora, occupational therapist and founder of the incredible Parent Sense, an app that blends medical insight with real-life parenting in the hand. And she joins us this morning to unpack this. I can see how excited and kind of validated you are by whenever we talk about this kind of subject matter, because it is that kind of silent killer that sits just below the surface and often goes kind of picked up on.
Yeah.
So maybe let's start there. We've heard the cliches about the depression when it hits and when it lands, but often it isn't that easily recognizable. So what is actually going on through this process? Talk me through postpartum depression.
Hi, Graham. Yeah, so I think, it's a perfect storm after a baby's born.
Like
so,
that, yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of things that are going on for the woman. First of all, on a hormonal and physiological level. So just take all the emotions out of it. We're having the biggest transition of our life. So that's the first thing.
Probably the biggest transition in nature.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
and it
science.
happens so quickly. I mean, you grow a baby slowly over 9 months, and then quickly, overnight, you're supposed to get in this
Snapback, yeah.
postpartum stage. Yeah, so that's the first thing. Second of all, you're sleep deprived. And we know, give sleep deprivation to absolutely anyone, and it's going to shift their mood. And then thirdly, you've got this weight of responsibility of this human life that you've got to nurture, it's got to survive. And all of that comes together in a place where it's very grey. Like, you don't know what's coming next. There's no predictability. So you put all of that together and you've got this perfect storm for anxiety and depression, which is this postnatal state.
And then you've got this near perfect kind of comparison sitting around you, which isn't perfect and not true at all, because everyone goes through this. How does this weave together to create that emotional instability, if you will? Because there's loss of identity, obviously the loss of sleep being the jumping off point probably lands the hardest. Maybe not the right kind of support, and we can't even ask for the right kind of support. So what is happening emotionally in this space? Obviously, we've got hormonal imbalance, but there is so much happening.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned loss of identity. The person that you were before, you're not that person anymore.
Before and after, yeah.
Before and after. The weight of responsibility around this human life is a massive part, and we don't know what we're doing. I mean, remember, in the ages gone by, we brought up children in villages. We saw our mother breastfeed our brother. It was your
role.
sister-in-law. You sat in a tent together. There was community. And here you're isolated. And the only thing that you see in community is social media, which is only the good stuff. And so, you really don't know who you are, how to do it, and then you start to reach out for information, and you don't know what's credible. And I think that, for parents, is also a minefield. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, well, and then Dr. Google steps in. But there are digital resources, and we'll get into Baby Sense in a moment, because you've kind of reverse engineered it going through those. But I had two completely different front row experiences with my two children, and the postpartum did land very heavily for the second child for no reason that we could identify. And I think that's what made it even more crazy, because you go into this beautiful baby bubble and you're expecting your plan to work out, and then the plan gets turned on its head. So how do we proactively start tackling this when we begin the journey? How have you approached setting up this digital matrix around a mother?
Yeah, look, I think one of the most important things is going to be support systems. And actually, I mean, I've always said this role of the father is just absolutely pivotal in this whole thing. I love to think about a father as a vessel or container around the mother-infant dyad.
I like that.
So you've got this mum and this baby that have to be almost exclusive and bonding and connecting, and the mum needs emotional protection. And what she needs around her is a buffer from the world. So, stopping all the visitors, taking some of the pressure off, just telling her she's doing an awesome job, and when she's got those tears dropping down when she's breastfeeding and it's sore, saying, you know what, you are just amazing for what you're doing. And all of that support from dads is hugely important and protective. And then, of course, there are the preventative screenings as well, and that's very important. We do need to catch P&D or perinatal distress early. And what's quite interesting, Graham, is it's not always depression. People think this is depression. It's not just depression. It's also that feeling of anxiety. So if mums are feeling that irritability, that anxiety, that I don't know what I'm doing, and I actually can't mobilize myself to do anything because I'm so fearful, that's also part of this perinatal distress process.
As you're saying this feels like every childbirth that's ever happened, because it is so stressful. How do we discern what's normal and what's not? Because none of it feels normal.
Yeah, look, I think if you don't feel good and if you feel there might not be something right, that's enough. There isn't a benchmark where we say, right, that's when it's...
Because you are the gateway here.
Yeah.
You are what defines whether the situation is well or not well.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you're not feeling good, and if then you definitely need to reach out. But sometimes mom doesn't feel good, but she doesn't really identify it. And then it comes to her support system to identify it, to watch what's going on. So these are some of the things I would look for in my partner. Is she very irritable, like almost a change in personality type irritability?
And don't go and raise this with the person who is irritable in the moment and reflect on their irritability then and there, I would recommend.
Yes, you're going to handle it gently. I mean, you definitely could try and get some help. I mean, what we do is we actually have a screening test inside the Parent Sense app, and that gets pushed out to moms at 34 weeks gestation and again postnatally. And you fill out this little questionnaire. It's just a little check-in, and it comes back to you with an email to say, you know what, you're doing great, hang in there, or it comes back to say, you know what, this is really tough. I think you need to seek some help. And so that's the type of thing that we do, just increasing awareness. And then the other thing that we do is we've got a little course inside the app called Good Enough Parenting. And I think that's a big thing for mums, is they need to know that what they're doing is good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, luckily, the baseline for most moms is perfect, and then we move up from there. So give yourself a little bit of a break, a bit of a breather. I'm really interested to know what that support structure looks like, what the tone of that conversation looks and feels like if we want to step in at those critical moments. Maybe you can weigh in. Maybe you've been through this once, twice, a few times over. You're a parent who has got those gems. Share with us. Meg's not going anywhere. We are talking about postnatal depression, that feeling that often kicks in without any understanding and can leave you completely destabilized. We're in your corner. We'll continue in a moment.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. A little bit earlier, we explored how maternal depression shows up and why it's often missed, sadly. Now, we look forward, we get practical. How do we support these moms, these families, not just with sympathy, but with the actual tools that build resilience and connection? And Meg Forrest's here to help us reframe parenting, not as perfection, but as a process of listening, of learning, and maybe asking for help. Asking for help's not really in the mother's handbook from my experience. When it comes to that critical gateway, if I want to offer support, if I've seen something is destabilized and I'm ticking that box, how do I step in to offer support in a way that doesn't destabilize?
So I definitely wouldn't focus in on the pathologies and the lack. So I wouldn't say...
Because we're not professional psychologists. Yeah.
Exactly. I wouldn't say, gosh, you're looking really tired, or because she is. And I wouldn't say you're fractious and irritable. Stop, you know, you're snapping at me a lot, because that kind of puts the problem with her.
It just adds another layer, yeah.
So what I would do, first of all, on a very light level, is I would probably do things like offer respite. So you're not cooking tonight, I've got this. Or this weekend we're going to go and stay at my mum and dad's house, and you need to sleep in on Saturday morning.
Express, so I can do the late night feeds if it helps.
Exactly, can I do a late night feed? You need to go and have your hair done. I've got the baby. You know, it's all of that sort of little pieces of respite that will make a huge difference. But when it's more severe than that, so you've got somebody who's not wanting to get out of bed, you know, really feeling low, not getting any joy from their baby and from life in general, not socializing at all, and and you start to feel those kind of symptoms, then I would be actually reaching out to a professional. And I think that's where it's really important, is not to go to your GP or your pediatrician or your gynae or your well baby nurse, and I think that's often the well baby clinics are just incredible in South Africa. They catch those babies.
And they have a tone that leaves nothing to question.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Once a nurse tells you what it is
Yeah.
and what you need to do, it's amazing how you often comply.
Absolutely. And I mean, what was a lifeline for me was I used to go to the Lady Buxton, which was this kind of charity down the road, and we used to have to sit in a queue and wait for our babies to be weighed. But in that queue, in those 20 minutes, I'm finding out what's going on for other moms, what's happening with their babies, and that support structure is very important. So, getting yourself into support structures, speaking to those nurses, and don't be scared of a diagnosis or medication. There are times in life where you need a bit of support, and this is one of them.
And it's a collective learning from going through this exact process, which we want to lean into. Let's see what you guys are saying online. We, of course, put the conversation over to you guys, and we asked you, how do you take care of yourself while taking care of everyone else? And thank you so much for jumping on board. Jenny, Mindful Movement Studio, stepped in saying, as a mother, prioritizing self-care can be challenging, but it's essential for a well-being and ability to care for others. I practice self-compassion. Be kind to myself and acknowledge my efforts, taking a relaxing bath, reading a book, enjoying a cup of coffee in peace, practicing deep breathing exercises, and taking a short walk. I like this. We can be proactive.
Yeah.
How do we be proactive in this space?
So I love Jenny's comment.
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
there's two pieces out of that I'd like to take. The first thing is there's no such thing as perfection.
Yeah.
And you've got to throw perfection out. I mean, recently on my podcast, which was Sense by Meg Fora, we started to speak about thriving in the grey. Like, how do you thrive in the grey when it's not perfect? How can
Where
you...
the magic happens,
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. So that's the first thing, is don't try and be perfect. And the second thing that Jenny said is try and be present. And that is things like mindfulness techniques, deep breathing and square breathing. If a mom's starting to feel herself get into her red brain, she's angry, she's frustrated, she's
Breathing
irritable.
can be that short circuit.
Yeah, just breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4. And just that little breathing technique as an example actually helps your brain to go into a state
reset.
of, it's a reset.
Completely. Watch an episode of Bluey called Baby Race. Okay, if you want a great indication. Let's get a message from Natalie now. Natalie had to say, good morning, Team Expresso. Natalie here from Fit Mums. Oh, great to hear from you, Natalie. We love Fit Mums. We love Nats. So I take self-care moments every day when I work out with my community, ladies, my sisters. Health is wealth. And we often forget about our own health in this process. And maybe this would work with moms, because it's often how it's worked within my family. As soon as you let a mom know you have to be healthy for your kids, because they're going to learn how to be healthy if you're healthy, suddenly a different mindset kicks in. When it's not for me, it's for my kids, I can make that change. How do we be proactive in this space as a supporter and as a mom who is maybe not in the throes of battle, but is starting to feel like she needs to be proactive?
So, physical movement is just one of the most regulating things for the human
Endorphins.
brain. It really is. And it doesn't have to be a class, although obviously with this Fit Mums, what's great about it is that you've got other mums with you.
It's your tribe, yeah.
It's your tribe. But just getting out and walking with your baby. I mean, I used to put James, my eldest, in a pram every day and go for a 45-minute walk at the end of every day. And it was like a real reset for me at the end of the day. It was like my lifeline. I went with a girlfriend. So just putting those type of routines into your life are important. And actually, in general, sometimes when things are very dark, it's hard to overcome the inertia of depression or anxiety.
Oh, I like that term, yeah.
And so actually putting in a strategy that every day I walk at this time, every Tuesday I go to this mum and baby group, every day at 6 o'clock in the morning I do my mindfulness. As weird as it sounds, just having those default moments that are just put in the diary, and that's what we do in the app.
Takes the edge off, yeah.
Absolutely, is we make sure that you can actually go and put in routines that you and your baby can live with.
But feeding off that, because I think Baby Sense has been built around a lived journey as a parent, not just a medical information or nutritional or psychological, but a real-time lived experience. So how best do we engage with this, proactively use a digital tool like this?
Yeah, so Parent Sense is available on the App Store, so on the iOS and the Android App Store. And it's actually also available through one of the large mobile networks in South Africa. So people can actually go and have a look and see if it's available there. It's called Parent Sense. You sign up with it, and it just drops you just what you need for every day. Because what I found was that, you know, parents are so overwhelmed. There's too much information. So let's take it into bite-sized chunks, and you'll just get the right information for getting your baby to sleep well, what to feed them, what stimulation to do with them, and when to do what health activities like vaccinations and ways. It's embedded with courses, and then also the most amazing thing is it's got a chatbot, and the chatbot, which is trained only in my books, all my 8 books, that chatbot can give you information on anything. So 2 o'clock in the morning, when you're feeling low.
Oh, you can ask.
Yeah, you
can just ask,
Yeah,
and there are no stupid questions to a chatbot. Absolutely love that. Now that we've got everyone, piqued everyone's attention, you're also offering an opportunity to dive a little bit deeper. Thank you so much for doing what you do every day. It's been so awesome to be a part of your journey through baby to parent sense, and we are starting to figure it all out ourselves. But if you want to do a deep dive, Meg is going to be hosting a free live webinar Tuesday, the 28th of October. That's at 8 p.m. And 7 p.m. our side. It's all about safe and peaceful sleep, covering sleep spaces, nighttime routines, and tools to help the little ones rest and rejuvenate, and hopefully us along the way as well. So parentsense.app, you can join this session and stand a chance to win some great prizes as well. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here
so
this
much,
morning.
Graham.
Absolutely appreciate it. Let's get cooking.
Good morning and welcome to the kitchen. My name is Clem Pedro, and this is your soft launch into the Colouring Hotline Bling! Now, I said soft launch because we're going to do a little bit of a test. Now, last week we had Louisa Holst in the kitchen, and she made a dish featuring tinned apple. And we were so blown away by the taste. We were like, wait, is this how the tinned fruit game has changed? And apparently, yes. So I brought 2 of my besties into the kitchen, Ryle and Carissa, and we're going to do a blind taste test. And it's not so much to identify what the fruit is. I will want to get your reaction to what you were expecting, what it tastes like. So, on your left, let's start with your left. Gently, Ryle's done it. Carissa, you've got your first bowl. And then you also found your fork. Let me help you. Let me help. Just 2 forks, 1 for you. Oh, you got your fork.
I'm great blindfolded.
Let's leave it right there. Let's leave that right there. Anyway, so first one in your hand, which was the left bowl. Let's give it a taste. And they do trust me. I'm not making them taste funny things. It's literally from the can.
What is that?
Heck is this?
Okay. So what are you tasting? What do you feel? Sensations, textures?
It's soft.
Soft?
It's almost like, do I need to say what it is if I think I know what it is?
No, you can absolutely.
Is
I
it
don't know,
pineapple?
It is soft, but it's not like sweet. And I thought pineapple, but it doesn't give you that like zinginess of a pineapple.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
I'm getting like a pear-ish vibe.
Oh, maybe it's a pear.
We should just a kid say pear.
He says pear.
I
He
agree.
is close.
Is it?
It's the cousin of the pear.
Which
apple.
is the...
The apple.
That's an apple.
The apple, right?
That's a
okay,
nice
cool.
apple.
Cool. Let's talk about the sweetness. How sweet was that?
Not very sweet,
And
but
if you
like
remember,
nice.
back in the day, tinned fruit was just laden with sugar syrup.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is different.
That's why I was so offered. Like I haven't had it in ages. It was
we
like
go.
always just this like syrupy sensation. With
And then you'd have it with custard or condensed or ideal milk. Do you like ideal milk?
Best.
how crazy! I can taste the fiber in this. It's like there's a texture to it. It's not
Which
just
is-
like mush. What I was
also
expecting. Sorry, I
different.
might have spat there. Apologies,
Yeah.
guys.
None of my food.
I can't see.
It's fine. All right.
Wow,
I do
okay.
like that comment. We're going to talk about that in the end. Next plate. That was your first one, Ralph. I should have let you just taste it again and see if you change your answer.
Is this one good?
Oh, this one's
good.
soft.
That's good. This is one of my
Are you like
favorites.
feeling it first with your finger or
Yeah.
something? Oh, okay. Explore it.
Oh,
You know what? If you know what the fruit is, you should make like a
It's
loud,
giving
like
peach.
Elvis sound.
Bro, is there anything in here?
No, there's something there. Must I feed you?
Just get the thing
Yeah,
in the
feed
fork,
him.
man.
Here we go.
it's a peach.
This is weird. but-
Okay, I'm gonna jump immediately in and say it's the cousin of,
A cousin of the apple?
and they're probably not cousins. Everyone's cousins to me, so it's not. It's a cousin of what you just said. You said
peach.
Everything tastes like a pear now.
Say it. A what?
Everything just tastes like a pear now, bro.
It's an
Would this be
apricot.
apricot?
It's an apricot.
Yeah.
It's an apricot. So, Raul,
We got that, Raul. High five, bro.
Carissa got it, but let's talk to Raul. Raul,
Yes, nice.
Raul, what did you taste?
A pear. I've got like pear in my mind all the time now,
All right,
bro.
we'll come back to Raul. We come back to Raul. Let's taste number 3. Let's
Number
taste
3.
number 3. And if Raul, if you get this wrong, I'm going home. I promise you.
Can you have a canned banana?
Harder, that helps.
Okay.
So this is my finger rather, so I can get it.
Oh, that's a pear.
Raul, what is this? Raul, what is this?
Only via a process of elimination. The apple's no longer an option. So it's got to be a pear, right?
It's a pear!
Yes!
Oh, Raul, you can actually take the whole tin of pears home with you as well.
Can I actually explain something? You know what's weird to me now, and it's starting to really come through? The textures of fruit is quite apparent when you have it fresh. And that's something I would never get in tin fruit. But right now, that's what's giving me the insight into like what's going on. There's
The mouthfeel.
Yeah, there's a definite texture. There's a definite like savoring of that original fruit experience at least. This is quite cool, just by the way. Side note.
Which fruit can't you can?
Which fruit can't you can? Very good question. I'm gonna say like bananas.
Oh, yeah?
Something like bananas, where like it's got to do with the water, content. So that's what it's about.
Okay.
And the fact that it like stays fruit and it keeps its structural integrity.
Structure.
Nice.
There we go. We have got the last one, Raul. That's your pear, Raul. That's your pear.
See the pear just.
There we go.
Just want pears today, bro. Thank you.
They all smell the same.
How are you finding these so quickly with your
I
blindfold on?
but I told you I'm good at this.
You've mentioned it before.
This is my favorite.
Talk
Bro,
to
I
me.
used to whack this as a kid.
At the
Throw some
can.
cream on you.
Wow.
Get a song going.
I get my peaches out in Georgia.
Where are your peaches from?
Oh,
what
this
did
is nice.
what did you do with the syrup?
Drank it.
You drank
It was like broth at the end, you know, like
Yes.
a healthy soup.
I love that. I love that. So, okay, you can take your blindfolds off. You can take your blindfolds off. What you've done is kind of proven what I'll kind of talk about. I'm going to talk about throughout the outline segments that the canning game has changed. It's
Yeah.
not like old school canning like our grands are used to. The technology has definitely been applied there. We've got flavor. We've got texture. It's all coming through. And I feel like it's time that we start highlighting tinned fruit. And that's exactly what's going to happen for the
Yes.
next 3 segments of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Yes, man.
We got the chefs in the kitchen today. We got Chef Siobhan Fourie, also known as Chef Pinky or Pinky Chef. There we
Yes.
go. No question. You don't need to ask her why they call her Pinky Chef. She's gonna. You'll see. You'll see. And make sure you just do come back to see. It's been amazing. Carissa, Raul, you've been phenomenal.
That was cool. Wow.
Don't go anywhere. Do come back for the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Tin.
That was so cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, Wednesday is definitely going to be feeding our bellies, but also feeding us with a big dose of inspiration. And especially when we talk about these next two souls that are joining us on the couch. But let's talk about this event. We're talking about the Kimberley Diamond Cup. It's the Grand Slam. It recently took place at the Hout Bay Skate Park, and it was a high-energy event showcasing South Africa's top skateboarding talent with creating some epic opportunities for our youth and development in this front. So joining us to chat about the impact and future of the event, we've got Kimberley Diamond Cup ambassador and a big friend of ours that's been inspiring us all season long, Jean-Marc Johannes in the building, as well as a representative from this incredible event, Chantal Engelbrecht. So to the both of you, thank you for being here. This is absolutely incredible course. How are we doing?
No, we're awesome.
Yeah?
It's a bit early, but we're awesome.
I must say thank you for waking up early and looking this good for live TV. But this is an incredible day that took place, right? So Hout Bay must have had what we've just mentioned, cheers, vibes, a whole lot of action. What stood out for both of you with regards to the event? You were obviously both there, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about it. What went down? How did it look? What was the showcase like? Are you proud of it?
No, we loved it. And I
Yeah?
mean, Hout Bay is probably one of the most beautiful skate parks that you can find in South Africa just because of like the scenery. And it's just a really cool like setup. Like, you know, it's got the soccer field and then you've got, it's just beautiful.
I was going to say, I drove past the other day just showcasing it off to a buddy of mine from overseas, showcasing the area, and I had to show him the polarity of it. But he was so impressed by how every kid out there on the weekend was utilizing those facilities.
And they were.
And a couple of years ago, there wasn't an option. They would be in the sticks, in the favelas, looking for other opportunities. Guys, girls, everybody's getting involved. So my heart is smiling here, guys.
It was
No.
awesome. It was absolutely awesome. I mean, Cape Town delivered, as you know, as always in any skateboarding event. And I mean, just the opportunity for those kids, you know, bringing KDC to that skate park, it's amazing. And you could see the energy that they had. They've been waiting for this opportunity. It was
And I'm
awesome.
sure, Mark, you feel that energy when the kids look at you and they
Definitely.
probably just drop their jaw like, oh, how did he do that? He's flying in the... You know what I mean? The tricks that you must pull off. I would probably still be inspired to this day, and I absolutely am. But how does this, along with your involvement of an event like this and the growth of it, showcase some of the involvement with regards to its impact in the community? Are you seeing the growth? Are you seeing the kids getting more involved? Are you seeing a change on the ground?
Definitely.
We've literally just been speaking about that backstage.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know, from where we started and where we are today, you know, you see the youth, you see the youth development, you see the empowering factor of the skateboarding event. I mean, this is actually like, you know, it's an event that's basically brought to you by the Northern Cape government, and it's about tourism, it's about empowering youth. It's an economic driver, but more so than anything, it's about creating opportunities for our youth.
Definitely.
And then we have so many problems in South Africa. You need to
yeah.
create the opportunities for them to be in safe spaces, and that's currently what we are doing. And I think that's probably what we're most proud of.
And also an opportunity to use the energy for something positive, because you know what a lot of energy in a kid is about. It's chaos. It's hard to contain. So using it and fueling it in a way like this is so cool, because there's positive impact here, mental stimulation, joining a crowd in a community, a group of friends as well.
100%.
Do you see a change in the community? Are you noticing that as well with regard to that impact, like kids changing so much?
Definitely. I mean, I think from as a skateboarder, KDC has been, you know, so impactful in South Africa, and I mean, this has nurtured me as an athlete, you know, to prepare for international events. And now we're seeing skateboarders in Hout Bay. The mindsets behind skateboarding is so much more different. The determination, the drive, they are there day in, day out, you know, just being on the board. So they, you know, obviously they're putting their energy into, you know, what they want to see and where they want to see themselves in the future, definitely.
And again, I've highlighted the fact that it's not just guys out on the skateboard. Chantal, how cool is it to see chicks out there and young girls also doing the things, like being a part of it?
So we have like Boipelo, who is one of our skaters that has actually grown. I mean, this kid...
What,
I have
like
a
through your
photo-
systems?
Yes,
Oh,
we actually have a photo of her when she was 7 and she was walking into the park. So you need to understand, this kid is like, she's short, right? And then you see her with this big board and she's like walking into the park. And she's grown with KDC from the age of 7. And she's the skater that's actually been, the female skater that's been to the Olympics twice. In actual fact, she's still the only black female skater that has been in the Olympics.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
so we have those kind of
bar's
people.
been
We
set,
have Jean-Marc, you know, we've got Brad Bailey. We've just got amazing people that are just coming up through the ranks, and they're getting the opportunities to go overseas and compete internationally. Those are the things that KDC is doing. You know what I mean? And it's mind blowing watching it. You were asking me about the girls skate scene. It's not great in South Africa. There's a lot of work to be done. But just seeing, you know, every time we do an event, we actually sit there and we go, okay, how can we make this better? What do we need to do as the KDC to actually grow like the ladies into the sport? So we've actually been doing like girls skate programs at the Kimberley Skate Park.
That's dope.
And it's the most awesome thing because they do skating and Jean-Marc and them are all involved and they're helping to coach the girls. And we had 50 at the last one, which is amazing.
Jeez, nice.
To get 50 girls at the skate park. But the skate park in Kimberley, we created as a safe space. So it's drug-free, it's alcohol-free, there's security there, it's like 24-hour security, it's open until 10 o'clock at night. It's a safe space for kids to come and skate, enjoy themselves, and know that, you know, they have somewhere to go to.
This is incredible. Well, thank you for creating this space. It's much needed. And I'm sure, as you've mentioned, the kids are just loving it too.
Always,
Jean-Marc, obviously,
always.
speaking of inspiration, you were talking to me about how you've done some incredible things. Qualified for the World Series, which is that
Battle
grand
of
finale.
Champions.
Yeah, Japan. I mean, sorry, China.
China.
So that's
Yes.
insane. Is this the board that you'd use for competition like that?
This would be the board I use, definitely. The same size. Yeah, this is my competitive like setup. Just the size of the board is size 8. You know, this is like standard size. A little bit small for some of the guys. They usually go for bigger boards, but this is the board I'll be using now in the Grand Slam as well, and definitely in China next year. I mean,
Oh, man.
And I mean, it just shows that you know, speaking in KDC, I mean, I've been competing in the series for so long. It's one of those things that kind of nurtured me as a skateboarder, and for me to kind of become a better contest skateboarder. You know, you kind of learn through you know, your mistakes. You know, you learn through, you know, what you did right in the competition, and over time.
So
you
a
progress.
space for you to learn, to grow, to figure out
Definitely.
things, to attempt new tricks, and
Definitely, and
Oh,
I mean
man.
that has been. I mean that shows just the opportunity, and I mean me going into, you know, Battle of Champions next year. There's definitely going to be tricks I'm going to be using in that competition
Yeah.
that I've learned through these contests. You know, so it just shows, you know, how it kind of comes full circle, and also going back to China where it all began for me. You know, winning the first event over there, and now going to, you know, China again. So it's,
What a moment,
I'm
man. But
excited.
listen, we've got G-Man standing by. He's been eyeing this board of yours, and I think
Yep.
he's also been eyeing your ankle. He's been eyeing your ankles, saying these are probably the hottest ankles in the country. So we thought, let's put these ankles to the test. I hope you warmed it up. G-Man standing by just to see how you can move
All
and
right.
see what a champion looks like, because you are exactly that, not just for our
you.
country, but almost for the globe soon, man. And
man, I'll
yeah,
do my
let's
best.
show some of those skills right now.
Definitely, definitely.
So obviously I have the belief because you gave me the board you won when you came back from China, dude, which my son and I use with absolute relish. I love it.
Epic, epic.
But if you thought the talent came with the board, you're wrong, because I could do nothing that you could do on the board. So we thought having you here,
Yes.
and can I just quickly put some respect on Kimberley's name in this process? The first skate park that started it all, which I know was a big part of your journey.
Definitely.
It's aftercare. It's mentors. It's a
Definitely.
tribe. It is so much more than skateboarding. So to see that energy come to Hout Bay, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank
So
you.
proud.
Thank you.
That being said, we want to see a cool trick.
Oh,
and
definitely.
We always put you on the spot, dude. I know you've got
It's all
very
good.
limited space, but do your
It's all
thing,
good.
boy.
So, I mean, what we normally do in a lot of the workshops, especially before the competition, is go through the skateboarders if they're going from, let's say, from the beginner level, also through Skate for Hope. We teach them the basics. And this you'd kind of level up into doing flip tricks. You're learning to dropping in on a ramp. So we're also going to need a volunteer. So, Graham.
I'm ready to volunteer, my friend.
All
I'm here for you.
right.
Although I won't drop in on a half pipe
It's all
again
good.
in my life, probably.
It's all
okay?
good.
The 14-foot did me, man. That's it.
So we're just going to go straight to the top, and
Okay.
we're going to go work our way down. So we'll go for the ollies first.
Okay.
Ollies is something you learn in skateboarding. Very basic. Then you'll go around. You'll start learning 180s. Let's go for my favorite one, and that's the backside 180. It looks like that.
Because you're a street specialist, right?
Yes.
So I would imagine you would be bricking it, dropping in on a 14-foot. But with street, what is key
What
when
is
you're
key?
doing your street?
Street is, I mean, the elements of street is what it is. It's your jumping down stairs, it's your rails, it's all those elements. So, you know, like urban culture street,
And this
everything
is
you
the
see.
basis of that, yeah.
Basis, and I mean, obviously, flip tricks is where, you know, street has that technical aspect. I mean, vert has it too, but I think, you know, street has, you know, those flip tricks on ground, things like that. So,
Show us a little
I mean,
thing.
pop shove it is something, one of the first tricks you learn. And obviously, nollie and switch is something that, you know, you obviously see a lot
so
in.
nollie being
So
a
nollie
front
is
side nollie. Ollie.
the opposite side. And then switch is basically like writing with your left hand if you write with if you write.
So really easy to do, yeah.
So what I showed you first is the ollie standing like this, and you then go the complete opposite way and write switch, and that would be your switch ollie,
Which is like impossible.
which would be the same in the shove it and the nollie shove it that way.
What is that one that you always want to do that's a bit of a risk?
Bit of a
What are
risk.
you kind of known for in your tricks, man?
In my tricks, I mean, any kind of flip trick is kind of a risk. I think in competitions, you'd hear them say all the time, the more flip tricks you do, you know,
Higher risk, higher reward.
Higher risk, higher reward.
Okay,
And
give us a little.
I think in terms of that, I mean, I have my favorites.
Okay.
I think everybody's favorite is 360 flips. Hard flip is my favorite, but that's something I kind of do in a competition. But I mean, flip tricks is quite simple. It's land like that. I mean, that was switch. So yeah, switch kick flips is kind of something I enjoy.
Are you ambidextrous, dude? Have you always been able to use both hands?
This is kind of a thing in skateboarding where sometimes heel flips will be easier for some and kick flips will be easier for others. So for me, for some reason, when I started skateboarding, nollie and switch kind of came easier than it did in the regular form.
I love that. And you weave it into your DNA.
Which is an advantage when you're playing a game of skate. So I think,
Oh, man.
but it'll change up when everybody knows that, okay, you struggle with this trick. So
And I love it. Then you've always got people around you to give you advice.
Yeah.
Only thing I need you to say right now, when you win next year, are you going to bring me another board?
100%.
I love you, man. We are
good,
so
all
proud
good.
of you. We are so proud of the team. We absolutely love what the Diamond Cup represents in terms of expanding that community of skaters. Connect if you can. We'll keep their details up on our socials. I love
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I hope you got those lucky numbers already because there is yet another chance to win big. Let's talk about our Lotto Plus 1 and our Lotto Plus 2 because 32 million rand is sitting in the kitty today, ready to be taken home by you. It's massive. So let's break it down. Lotto, 11 million rand sitting in the kitty. Lotto Plus 1, 12 million rand estimated there. And then Lotto Plus 2 has 9 million rand ready and waiting just for you. So what are you waiting for? Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. As soon as they open, you can go in-store. You can use the Lotto's mobile app, which is great and simple. You can use your own banking setup, or you can just dial *120 *7529 hash, and then just follow the prompts that are sent to you. So easy. We'll keep them up on our social pages so you can check them out at your leisure and then get those numbers down. Lotto Plus 1, Lotto Plus 2 coming in at 32 million rand today. I really want you to win almost as much as I want to win this winning. Now, good luck. I suppose we do still have to keep those official duties going. 2 hours left to savor with you. 1 minute till the top of the hour. Let's get into those news headlines.
Thank you so much, Gray. With just a minute before 7 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines. Now we get started with the Transnet National Ports Authority, who has broken ground on the 147 million rand redevelopment of Latimer's Landing at the Port of East London, a flagship project expected to rejuvenate the city's waterfront and stimulate Eastern Cape tourism. Now, once a functional quay, the site will transform into a lively mixed-use precinct with new restaurants, leisure outlets and tourism centres. Transnet's Phyllis Difeto says the investment forms part of the Reinvent for Growth strategy, aiming to stabilise the business while driving regional growth and job creation. In other news in South Africa, Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Higher Education says it will recommend that Minister Buti Manamela place the University of Fort Hare under administration following violent protests that saw several buildings torched. Now, the committee says the move aims to restore stability and rebuild trust between management and students. Chairperson Teboho Letsi says an independent assessor should investigate underlying issues. Now, meanwhile, Vice-Chancellor Sakela Buhlungu confirmed blended learning would resume, while the university is finalising a recovery plan to save the academic year. In your international news making headlines, a planned meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin aimed at brokering a ceasefire in Ukraine has been officially put on hold, with the White House stating there are no in the immediate future plans for talks and amid stark disagreements over how to end the war. Now, Moscow remains firm on its war goals, rejecting Kiev's frozen frontline proposal that, quote, serious preparation for a summit was needed. The EU allies welcomed the pause, saying sustained international pressure remains vital for any credible and lasting peace effort. Meanwhile, in news on the continent, Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party plans to amend the constitution to extend President Emmerson Mnangagwa's term to 2030, drawing sharp criticism from opposition leaders. Now, the proposal, adopted at a party conference, would lengthen the 83-year-old leader's tenure by 2 years beyond the current 2028 limit. Justice Minister Ziyambi says the move ensures, quote, continuity and stability, end quote, but critics argue it undermines democracy. Mnangagwa, who came to power in 2017 after Robert Mugabe's ousting, faces growing calls for civic vigilance against what many view as a constitutional overreach. Let's close off your 7 o'clock news here in the Netherlands, where a delightful new project is taking shape, and it's saving cats one paw at a time. Now, Amsterdam and Amersfoort are installing hundreds of tiny staircases along their famous canals, and that's to help curious felines climb out if they tumble in, which happens surprisingly often. Now, the idea came from animal welfare group Party for the Animals, which spotted an unused 100,000 euros in the city's environment budget and turned it into a rescue fund for furry adventures. Now, the plan will see these kitty-friendly fairy staircases placed where cats most often slip. It's a simple, heartwarming fix that's earning the Dutch all-round applause and positive vibes all the way around. Well, that is where we close your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into some sporting highlights, and Gray's got the latest.
Let's see if we can keep the warm and fuzzies going on. Lots of national pride this morning. Let's dive right in with cricket. And Tristan Stubbs, his unbeaten 68, and then Keshav Maharaj's superb 7-wicket haul kept South Africa in the contest on day 2 of their second test in Rawalpindi. So the Proteas closed on 185 for 4, trailing Pakistan by 148 runs. That was after dismissing the hosts for 333 earlier in the day. Thanks to Maharaj's brilliant spin masterclass, he has adapted to the pitch perfectly. Now let's stay with cricketing news, and Marizanne Cup's all-round brilliance helped to power South Africa to a dominant 150-run DLS win over Pakistan in Colombo. Shows you the level of domination, sending them to the top of the Women's World Cup standings as well. So Cup scored 68 not out and took 3 for 20, while Laura Wolfart kept a fantastic hit 90 as the Proteas posted 312 for 9 in their rain-hit clash to seal their 5th straight victory, hitting form at just the right time. Now, it's been a tough year in tennis, certainly on the gents side of the draw. Novak Djokovic is counting the cost. He has withdrawn from this year's Paris Masters, citing physical struggles following his Shanghai exit earlier in October. The 24-time Grand Slam champion, who has won the event 7 times now, said he hopes to return next year. World number 10, Holger Rune, he'll also miss the tournament after Achilles surgery. So like I said, it's been a long year. Now let's get into last night's European footballing action, champagne football. Victor Gyökeres, he ended his goal drought in style with a brace as Arsenal thrashed Atletico Madrid 4-0 to stay perfect in the Champions League now. Then elsewhere, Erling Haaland struck again in Man City's 2-0 win over Villarreal, while Fermin Lopez's hat-trick inspired Barcelona to a 6-1 routing of Olympiacos. Just the perfect timing as well, and that, of course, ahead of Sunday's El Clasico back in La Liga. So we'll watch that space with relish. We love to see our European teams hitting form like this at this time of the year, but that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see if the roads are up and running.
Well, thank you, Gray. Let's see what traffic is doing out in Gauteng. And touching base in Centurion, where there's an obstruction reported on the N1 southbound at Samrand Avenue. Now, currently, 2 middle lanes are affected, and some delays are, of course, expected in that part. So please drive with caution if you're headed that way. Moving over to Cape Town, traffic is building up on the M5 northbound at the N2 inbound ramp. Now, right now, delays are likely, so take it slow. And as the morning traffic does pick up, remember to stay patient out there. That's where we leave your roads for now. Let's see what your weather's doing. The South African Weather Service has warned of extreme fire danger over Kamiesberg in the Northern Cape and Bergrivier in the Western Cape, urging residents to stay alert. Now, a heat wave with persistently high temperatures is gripping Richtersveld and Matsikama, while very hot and uncomfortable conditions are expected to linger across the West Coast as well as Kamiesberg districts. Now, currently, authorities are advising the public to keep hydrated and avoid open flames, as well as taking precautions against heat-related risks. And all of that heat brings us into the sunrise view of this hour. And coming from Keymouth out in the Eastern Cape, oh me, oh my, what a beautiful morning view. Thank you so much for just sharing the light of the day with us and making sure that we also know exactly what the Eastern Cape is looking like. A breathtaking view. The composition is 10 out of 10 and 31 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And that is a lovely reminder to you, Mzansi, on 0630369649 to let us know exactly what your side of town is looking like as we get into your temperatures.
day outside. Let's see if we can improve the aesthetics inside. A little bit earlier, we asked you guys to help Ryle, please, to choose between two beautiful summer looks, focusing on accessories. So let's see what y'all had to say. These were the options that we presented. Two great. Do love the hat. But of course, slightly different looks that would have ticked different boxes for you guys. So I'm interested to see where you are leaning. I think Ryle had his favorite. Let's see if Susan jumps on board. Good morning, my Expresso family. I love option 2 for Ryle. I like it for Ryle as well. Why? Sage green. I love that. Thank you, Susan. Norma said Ryle will definitely look good in option 2. Sporty and sophisticated. Oh, Ryle's leveling up this morning. Berylyn saying, good morning, Expresso family. Right back at ya. Option 2 has your name on it, nature boy. It might actually. Charmaine Bayer saying, option 2 is my favorite. The color is amazing. And for the newly married man, it screams comfort and ease. Well, something is screaming comfort and ease at me right now, and he is not even using his vocal cords. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. Oh, man, I love this.
You're feeling really good in that.
So
I
cool,
can see.
man. I absolutely love it. I feel like if I just changed the shoe even, I could go to like a smart event.
Oh, for sure.
And this would still apply. But
and you could have your stuff with you because you've got your bag.
Everything I need for the day. Adventure is packed, ready for whatever happens. And I'm going to feel good while I'm doing it.
And you know, when people are calling you Nature Boy directly, not describing you, but when they are speaking to you as such, you know you've landed.
Say that word you said earlier, sage.
Sage. I like.
Love it, man.
Or maybe it'll add some sage maturity as well. I love this for you. I love it for summer. I think the single tone matching look is going to be the hottest look this summer.
Yeah,
where you achieve also a fitted profile with a bit of breathing room.
It's literally that, man.
Sense?
And we're talking about a linen cotton blend here, so perfect for the season. These are materials that breathe with you and just really, really, really give you that sense of opulence. So, I mean, I got to do this again. Thank you, Mzansi, because I feel good.
Very, very cool, man. You guys made a great choice. I don't know if we influenced you into the sage green, but it absolutely works on my beautiful friend here, so thank you so much for weighing in. Cool comes naturally, well, not to all of us, but to some when you've got the outfit. Shop the latest menswear styles, footwear as well, and yes, all the accessories you're going to need for summer at Woolworths, and you can do it in-store, online, or using their amazing app. Give us one last tour.
Yeah, one more. Got it.
Go. Beautiful. I love it, man. I love it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Listen, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and on this Wednesday, we're pumping in that feel good, or maybe we're just rocking the boat a little bit. Now listen, Rock the Boat is a South African country rock duo made up of real-life partners, and we love them, Wendy Niehaus and Stuart Irving, with decades of experience between them, and of course, a passion for storytelling through their music. They've just released their long-awaited debut album. Now it's called Keeps Me Breathing, and we're going to find out exactly the inspiration behind it. But before we do, let's check this out.
That's when I need you most. That's when I need you close. No one knows me the way you do. You look into my eyes. You bring me back to life. You save me right when I need it. Your love keeps me breathing.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. They are. That's cool. And I really like my energy has changed after that one. I'm feeling it, and the harmony is absolutely on point. Guys, how are we doing this morning?
Very, very well. How are you guys?
Yeah,
We're excited
very
for
good.
this. Excited to chat to you, obviously, being not only on live TV, but being able to perform for us. So, yeah, it's going to get
we're
better and
looking
better.
forward to
But
it.
let's dive straight into it. Obviously, Keeps Me Breathing. This is the title of the new album. People are saying this is a culmination of all your years of work, the community, you guys being partners as well.
Sure.
But what was the real inspiration behind all of this, and the why behind putting this album together?
The why.
Yes, give it
Please,
to us.
Wendy.
Every artist has to express themselves, right?
Yes.
And we've been doing cover music for so long. And we haven't been working together for that long. So it's been 5-6 years now.
My fault.
He's taking the blame.
Tell us more why you say it's your fault. Why did you keep you guys separate and
Why
not
did you
working
prevent this
together?
magic? Dan, you kept it from
Come on,
us.
Stuart.
Well, I mean, we've been together for, what, 18 years now?
Wow.
And we were in different projects.
Yeah.
And I said, no, maybe we shouldn't work together. And then we were both in a position where I wasn't working with anyone. She wasn't working with us. Let's go for it.
You finally had your schedule clear for each other.
Yes,
finally.
yeah. We can
Stuart
make
said,
it
I'll
work.
pin you in. Let's see how this goes. But as a couple, like, how is that dynamic in the studio, writing together, working together, singing together? What goes down?
I think we're both people pleasers.
Ah.
See, so that's the magic.
Okay.
You know, you kind of are happy to work and sort of support each other. And for me, that's the main dynamic. Just nurturing each other creatively, and we used to do little gigs together now and again, and I'd say, you know, we make a good noise.
Nice. Wait, Stuart, we also want the tea. What about the fights? Do you all fight at all?
I don't think so much about fighting. I think we
Not so much.
No.
We just chat. We communicate. If we have a disagreement,
Hang
we
on, are
talk
we
about
like
it.
discovering a new form of couples therapy here? Should couples all write and do music together? Is that the
Yeah,
secret?
that's
I can say this. I was the kind of person, typical bloke, you know, that, you know, either blows up or doesn't say anything, right?
One or the other.
One or the other. And I think probably leaning towards not saying anything. But Wendy taught me to be more communicative, you know, and just say what you feel. Oh, okay, that food sucks.
Wait a minute.
So Wendy seems to be helping, like, do what most guys need to do, deal with their trauma, I think, and stop being so hard as men and being emotional. So I love the fact that you are bringing that side out of Stuart. And also, Stuart, you've got a lot of experience, man. You've got, like, I'm talking about, like, television productions, theatre, you name it. And this experience is quite cool because for someone in the sort of rock scene, how does that lend to your addition to what you add to this duo, let's call it that? And is there ever any conflict between what you both bring to the party? Because I'm sure you are individuals in your own right, and that's quite a beautiful mix when you come and dance together. But how does that work, that dance together, that mix-up?
There's always a bit of a negotiation going on, you know, because, I mean, if something doesn't work, you have to be honest, you know, and I think, again, it's back to communication, you know, and there are times, you know, when we're working on something, one of the songs that we were working on, the harmonies just weren't gelling. And Wendy's she's really pernickety, to use a Scottish term, about
Pernickety.
I like that.
We learned a new word today.
Yeah, to do when it comes to harmonies, and I am as well. But she'd say, "Yeah, babe, that doesn't work," and I say, "Okay."
Hey, he's communicating. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. But tell me more about the sound that you guys create, Wendy. It is a beautiful blend of like a bit of rock, a bit of country. How did that come together?
That's very much our strength. You know,
Yeah.
it was when we first started working together, we're doing very different kinds of music. And it was like, how do we blend this? How's this going to work? And then I realized it was the vocals, the strength of those harmonies, what kind of songs suit us in the covers. So that led us into what are we going to do originally based, and it was country music. We just both love
and we both
country
love the
music.
country,
Yeah.
the country, especially the new stuff. You know, we're not really the Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers kind of music. You know, we're like the Post Malones and
Come on, Toasty.
Okay, now, all right.
I'm here for
So
that.
with that being said and mentioned, with regards to this album, what should we be excited about with regards to the album? What are you hoping that, like, your audience and new audience that you heard for the first time resonate with when it comes to what you put out for this one?
It's the passion of those vocals, you know, it's like blending the male-female vocals, the sound. It's an introduction to Rock the Boat and who we are. You know, It Keeps Me Breathing is our love song, so it's very close to our hearts.
Yeah.
One
It
that,
tells a story.
one that hopefully resonates with many others.
I mean, we can feel the chemistry there
It's
as
very
well.
uplifting. It's how a relationship can keep you strong.
We are taking notes. We recently got married this year,
Oh,
so
really?
we're like everything that they say. Don't be what did you say?
Pernickety.
Pernickety. Don't be pernickety. I love it, guys, and we can't wait for the performance that we'll get to enjoy and indulge in just a little bit. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
sharing
much.
We're
with
looking
us.
forward to it as well, guys. Thank you.
Ooh.
Can't wait. For now, though, let's head to the kitchen. I'm hungry after this one.
I'm very happy that you're hungry because we are serving up the most amazing canned food dishes this morning. But it's all about bringing through that can-do attitude. And I'm bringing one of my amazing new besties. Guys, everyone's my bestie. Siobhan Faurie's going to be in the kitchen with us, but she's taking a little second. She loves a beautiful entrance or walk-in. Our very first dish we're going to do this morning in the can-do series is going to be an upside-down pineapple cake. And it's a metaphor for life. Sometimes things feel upside down. All you got to do is just turn it around and look what you end up with. Super, super simple. Welcome to the kitchen, Siobhan.
Thank you.
How are you feeling about upside down pineapple cake?
Oh, I actually never made it before.
Wow.
So this is a first.
So this is very much me when it comes to baking. It's super simple. It's not complicated. And there's a bit of like a theater to it because if you look at it, it looks like a normal cake.
Yeah.
But then you turn it around and you're like, oh my goodness. All right, okay, so let's start off. I'm going to ask you, please, if you can pop a couple of pineapple rings in the base of our baking tin. And we could use a spring form, but we're going with the traditional old style. So if you can do that for me. So we can talk a little bit.
The caramel first and then we're doing
Let's go melted butter first. And then a sprinkle of sugar. And then we're going to test your skills. Can you cook and talk at the same time?
I can.
Lovely.
I can multitask.
So let's talk about your amazing year and stepping into the food industry. You had quite a busy year. Can you just give us a little heads up who you are, what you've done, why you're here this morning?
So previously this year I was on Taste Master and I was a finalist for that.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
you
I
were.
came second and that was quite fun. And then after that I was like, well, let me go on an adventure and move to Cape Town. So now I'm in Cape Town and I'm working as a private chef and I'm doing food styling.
Right.
Like assisting on food styling. So
And we
that's very
found out
fun.
this morning, or I found out this morning, we work for the same magazine. We both work for Taste. I love that. So amazing. How cool. So you've been immersed now into food. You've been immersed into magazines. You're getting a feel for a lot of the industry. Would you say there's one avenue that suits you best or that you love more?
Well, I've always had the dream to be in food styling. So this is like since I was studying, I was dreaming about being a food stylist, and now it's actually like coming true, and I can't be happier about that.
I was about to ask you: is the reality of the industry, does it match the glamour and the theatrics that you had in your head?
It's actually slower than I thought.
It is. It really
It's
is.
a very slow industry, but it's very fun.
It is.
I didn't expect it to be as fun as what it is.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
lovely. Okay, so instead of me just talking to you and not doing any work, did you even see my chill post on the side? Let me tell you what's going on my side. So while Siobhan's busy with the pineapple rings, she's going to add, the signature, the maraschino cherry in the
cherries
center.
in the middle, I
You're going to do that for me. I'm going to talk about the wet and the dry ingredients. So, flour, baking powder, and a bicky soda. Okay, all mixed together, sieved together. And then here we've got eggs, butter, and sugar, which we've whipped up. And the reason we did it before the time is it makes a lot of noise. There we go. Perfect. How are you doing there, Chef?
I'm doing good. I'm almost ready.
Looking good. All right, let's talk about 2026.
Yes.
What are your plans for 2026? Obviously, I'm getting more food styling.
Yeah.
What else are we
Hopefully.
doing?
Well, I'm actually also enjoying the private chefing. That's really fun. And yeah, I just hope it actually becomes busier and I do get a lot of bookings and yeah, that takes off because it is quite a hard industry to get in.
It is.
Yeah. But I think if you're first in, then it's really fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the highlights. We spoke about
That's
TV,
fine.
we spoke about Taste Smart, spoke about taste itself.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. Big highlights, skills that you've learned, and I'm going to build up to something.
Yeah.
All the skills that you've learned, or values that you've learned about this year that you maybe didn't really emphasize a lot on in the beginning of the year that now you're like, this is part of me.
I think that I'm capable of more than what I think.
Can I get an
Yeah.
amen? Can I get an amen? Woo! Yes, go on, go on.
I always underestimated myself and what I could do and what I'm capable of, and now I'm just like, I can do what I want to.
You can. Oh, my
And it's
word.
actually easier than you think. If you just put your mind to it and you do it, then it will come to you. It's about the good positivity of it and wanting it badly.
You
Yeah.
thought you came for a slice of cake,
Yeah.
you need a slice of life this morning, which leads me to my next question.
Yes.
You've taken on so much this year. You took on TV, you took on magazines. Like, if you just put into a bubble everything that's happened to you this year, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
But but you started that momentum. It came
Yeah.
from you. It didn't just fall in your lap.
Yeah.
What advice do you have to people that are looking at you going, oh my word, the year that she's had, I want some of that next year. What advice do you have for them? Or even this year, I mean, we're not done. The year's still there. We're still in October. People who just want to pursue their dreams. It sounds easy just to go, just do it. But you are literally the example of just do it.
Yeah.
You did it, and look where you are today. So please talk to the people and what advice do you have for them?
So basically, if something scares you, do it. Because if something scares you, that means it's a good thing. Because you're putting yourself out of a comfort zone, and that's how you're going to grow.
Right.
So in the beginning, I was very scared about entering Taste Master and moving to Cape Town and all these doubts. And I just did it. And I was like, it's going to work. If I believe in myself, it's going to work.
Oh, my word.
So that is some advice if you...
Let me take off my shirt. Not my whole shirt, calm down. Goosebumps. I legit have goosebumps talking to you this morning.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. It's so
thank you.
inspiring. Maybe now's the time to ask you.
Can I help you?
Would you? Yes, please. How do you feel about pineapple cake? After all that deep, meaning, full conversation, pineapple cake. Is it something you're into? I know you said you haven't made it before.
Well, actually, our household is more into peaches, tinned peaches.
All right.
So the pineapples I haven't worked much with, yeah.
And the tinned peaches would work brilliantly for this recipe. Thank you for actually bringing that in. Playing around with different fruits. As we know, Ryle only knows one fruit because he only sees one fruit. He knows all the other fruit, but he only acknowledges pears. Pears would be phenomenal with this. I will actually, Ryle, for your birthday next year, I'm going to make you a pear upside down cake. Promise, promise. So you can play around with different fruits with different tinned fruits. Absolutely. I love the signature look of the pineapple rings with the maraschino cherry in the center. It kind of takes me to summer. And guys, it's been a long winter.
It has.
So I'm so ready for all the festivities. Okay, I love your beautiful, beautiful layered. If we can hold it to the camera, you can see the butter, the sugar, pineapple rings, maraschino cherries. While I was talking, this batter came together, and you saw it is so simple. Plus, if you do want the recipe, there should be a QR code popping on the screen throughout the time. It's there now. Scan and get this recipe. Super, super, super simple, and people love it. Okay, so our beautiful batter goes over our pineapples. And all you got to do is just spread.
Just smooth it out.
And smooth it out. That's the thing. Just give it a little bit of help. It goes into the oven. Obviously, it's upside down. You're going to see things bubbling up the sides. And then what you got to do is shimmy over here. And as soon as it's done, let it cool a little
The
bit.
cake as well?
Ah, lost the cook, it's all right, it's fine. What happens is as it cools, it pulls
Yeah.
away from the tin, and then that's your side to tip over. And when
okay.
you do, it comes out beautifully. It's so beautiful. It's so
pretty,
beautiful.
yeah.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we might slice into it. We might taste. Keep those voice notes coming through. We want to hear everything this morning. But for now, it's going to be an ad break. But don't go anywhere. Say to the mensen.
Bye.
Come back. Come back.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we get inspired by the arts. In partnership with Sonava, the incredible Absa L'Atelier has long been a platform for young visual artists across 12 African countries to make their mark, helping them share their stories, expand their reach, and gain that recognition that they so absolutely deserve.
It's been an incredible journey. Now listen, African art has always been bold and expressive and deeply rooted in storytelling, and that's where it came alive at the Absa L'Atelier Art and Lifestyle Fair.
So we're going to cross right over now to our own Ayanda G. Tabeta, who joined this beautiful celebration from the ground to soak up all the color, all the energy, and yes, even more inspiration. Take a look.
Art, culture and community come alive today at the cradle of humankind as Absa and Sonava presents the Absa L'Atelier Art and Lifestyle Fair. It is a celebration of African creativity where every brushstroke tells a story and every stall is a reflection of the spirit of innovation.
It's incredible, I have to say. The music is amazing. The people are so calm. It's relaxing. It's a full day.
So much good music, so much art. As a creative, I am so happy. I feel at home right now.
Stunning. Everyone is here. It's a family-oriented art atelier for Absa, and I'm glad to and appreciated to be here. There are different artists that are here. They're showcasing their artwork, and it's so beautiful to notice and be here and experience it with my whole heart.
As a woman in tech, I don't actually get to experience such an art and craftsy type of space. So I have to say, wonderful environment, an absolutely lovely day to be out with Absa today.
Now, the moment we have been waiting for, to announce the 2025 Absa Gerard Sakota Award winner. Woo!
this is the breakthrough I've been waiting for. This is the moment I've been praying for. So this means everything to me. It's the beginning of everything for me.
Dr. Bayless, it's always such a pleasure to see you. There's always something magical happening around you. How are you feeling today?
I am excited. I mean, it's been an emotional journey today. We've announced the winners for this year's awards. We've got our winners coming out of South Africa, Uganda, Ghana. I mean, it's just a celebration of African talent. But to the adjudicators, I must commend them because it has not been an easy task. We've had a few thousand entries that came in from young artistic talent from across the continent, and their job was to celebrate the winners for this year's awards. It really was a lot of effort and time that they had to put into selecting our 4 deserving winners.
Being from a small town in the rural areas of the Eastern Cape, seeing that our stories are worth telling and they're valuable, and especially for Absa Atelier, such a prestigious award I believe this award will really platform and progress the work that I do, the stories that I tell. It means so much to me that Absa clearly values the African stories by African artists, unique stories. So with the support of Absa, I feel like I'm unstoppable.
This win feels really nice. When they announced the winners, I failed to move. I was this win really feels inspiring and really encouraging to continue with my practice, having been acknowledged on such a big platform like this. I believe this award is just going to open more doors for me because this is such a really big platform. It's going to inspire me more to create. It's going to encourage me to continue doing stuff.
This is an amazing experience. It means so much to me. I've been looking forward to this for a couple of years now. This is a year I got the opportunity to apply, so I was hoping for the best. I didn't think I would come out as one of the 12 finalists in the first place. So when I heard the message, it was amazing. I was like, okay. And when I got here, I saw fantastic artists that I was competing with. I made friends with these people, and I feel like everyone deserved a win. So me being a winner has been an amazing experience, and I'm really honored.
It was nice that every artist was here, so we could actually have a conversation with them. That was the top key.
For the viewer at home watching at the moment that's dying to enter, how can they go about doing so?
On the 1st of April 2026, the competition opens. Go to Atelier.absa.africa and upload your entry. You'll have 2 months, and all you need is access to the internet and your smartphone, and you will be eligible to enter the 40th year of the Absa Atelier.
From bold artistic voices to local enterprises, the Absa Atelier Art and Lifestyle Fair reminds us that creativity is at the heart of progress. This was not just an event, it is a story about art told under the African sky.
And here's the crazy thing. They're establishing in economies all around the world. You invest in artists, you'll get double that investment back commercially. There is a reason why we frame our lives like this. So let them tell our story. Thank you so much, Absa. Here's to shaping the future of art, literally in our hands, and the innovation that I don't think we've seen this level before. Beautiful, man.
I said yes!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
Oh, let's keep the show rocking on right now. We're about to rock the studio with Rock the Boat, who are standing by to do exactly that. And they've got a song for us that is called Keeps Me Breathing, and I don't think anybody needs a reason, but here it is right now. Let's breathe and enjoy this magic. Let's go. say? The harmony's on point. You guys nailed it, and we're just getting started. That's what's happening. We're going to keep it rocking on. And if you want to see them live tomorrow, Cafe Roo is where they'll be. And then on the weekend, Woodstock Brewery. I think that's happening on Saturday. You want to get your tickets at Quicket because you want to see this live performance. And we're going to give you another reason because, yes, they're going to be doing it once again. But we still got to dive into that journey of all things fruit and tin fruit. I was blown away, much like I was by this performance. So we're going to keep that energy going just a bit. Mzansi, don't go anywhere. Yow!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. Yeah, he still looks good.
I feel so
in his
good.
sage green because color does make a very big difference, okay? A color story that feels like sunshine and open skies, bright, breezy, full of optimism. Butter and sky.
Oh,
How nice does
let's
that sound?
dive into this one now. As the first color world from the Plascon 2026 forecast, it invites us to rediscover harmony and light in every single space. And our man, Carl, of course, he went and uncovered this color which inspires harmony and light.
Balance.
I'm here for this.
The concept of the 2026 Plascon Color Forecast is handmade and tactility. And just looking around me, we now get to introduce you to our first color world, which is butter and sky. When I think of butter, I think of something creamy, sun-kissed. And when I think of sky, I think of something calm and fresh. Joining me right now is Shaul Edwards. Tell us a little bit about this color palette, butter and sky.
Butter and sky, or this color palette or world, is inspired by kind of soft blues, kind of lazy blue skies with a few clouds, Sunday afternoon vibes, also mixed and contrasted to kind of battery yellows. So the inspiration came from nature, it also came from kind of the world of food and fashion.
We talk so much about inspiration, and I see that there's contrasting colors here. Can you take me through the dark blues that we see with the red in this color palette?
So for this color world and color palette, we contrasted the butter and sky with sapphire blue and single red, just to give it a little bit of oomph and a bit of surprise, but also, just to kind of shake things up a bit.
Joining me right now is Celeste Arendse, the founder of Selfie, which is an incredible ready-to-wear fashion brand in Cape Town. Our color world, butter and sky, has a sense of softness towards you. How does that resonate with you as a designer and the owner of Selfie?
I love butter and sky because both colors are considered pastel and very serene, and we're very warm and kind of playful and childlike as well. Butter is considered a creative color, and then sky blue is a calm and a very when you wear blue, it's very trustworthy and people just resonate to you a lot more.
Lookbook Studio put this together. What do we hope to achieve with people walking into a room that is filled with the color world, butter and sky?
I think it's to create a sense of calm. It's kind of quite lazy. There's a bit of punch, there's a bit of flavor, but it's really a lazy feeling. It's a very trendy color palette at the moment when you look at the world of digital art and fashion, film, social media. yeah, just by introducing kind of the other pops, it really does kind of add a bit of surprise. So I think the first thing to do to introduce this color palette is to kind of look at, your walls and cupboards like this in the background. But I think just to kind of decide on what your predominant kind of color will be for the wall or the ceiling, and then to kind of introduce kind of smaller pops of, this complementary colors. So through, introduction of the furniture or the lamps or the flowers or the artworks. So for this color world, we introduced chocolate chunk and cave painting, the more kind of earthy brown hues that you see just in front of us, just to give it a bit more of an earthy feel. It also grounds the palette.
One thing we've noticed is that people are scared to play around with color. Is there any kind of advice that you could give to someone that wants to step out of their comfort zone and become a little bit more playful?
I think people should just take more risks and kind of go with what feels good as opposed to what's trending. I think if people box themselves with trends, they're kind of more fearful because they don't feel like they're themselves. But if you just go to like what makes you feel good, that's always the best result.
Thank you so much, Celeste. Coming to you from the magical streets of Boerkaap, a magical and majestic, colorful world. We hope that the color world, butter and sky, has inspired you in the 2026 Plascon Color Forecast.
I don't know about you, but my whole demeanor just changed, man.
Love
I'm feeling
it.
lighter, I'm feeling calmer, and
More
I'm
balanced.
Yeah, exactly that. This world of butter and sky can stay. It's soft, it's warmth, and I think this is where it also meets that open air freedom feel, which I'm just absolutely here for.
Oh, we need that in our spaces, out our spaces. Hopefully this is setting the tone for an inspiring and light-filled year ahead.
Get inspired by colour and stand to win. Plascon is giving away R2,000 cash every Wednesday, and you could be our next lucky winner. All you need to do is follow Plascon South Africa on social media. Then head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram, or X and tell us which of Plascon's handmade colour worlds is your favourite. Don't forget to include hashtag Plascon Colour Forecast 2026 in your entry. T's and C's apply. See expressoshow.com for more. Plascon, make your own world.
Welcome back to the kitchen for another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
Trying to catch them off guard, they're not sleeping. Back in the kitchen with Chef Siobhan. Thank you so much for still staying with us. We want you to get involved as well, so please get your voice notes coming through this morning. We want to hear your absolute favorite tinned fruit, or if you have any questions in general about what we're making this morning, or any foodie conundrum, please send those voice notes through to the number 0630369649. And I do believe we actually have a voice note ready. Not yet, not yet. They're saving it. Go. So, Siobhan, we made a beautiful pineapple, upside-down pineapple cake. We've had to fight people off because we've been trying to get into it. Now we're going to make another super simple and delicious hand pie. I don't know what the proper term for them is, but just a hand pie. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So we're going to be using our apple, which these are the apple chunks, and we're going to add some date and some pecans, which have been toasted already. That brings out all the flavor. I'm going to ask you just to mix everything together. You've also got everything into the bowl. Okay. You've got some light brown sugar, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, orange. We're going to go with that zest, and I'm going to start working on the pastry. Super, super simple. Again, like these recipes, I love because convenience is the biggest thing when it comes to turn food. And we're just going through, playing on that convenience as well with these recipes. We've got the QR code on screen right now, and you do want to get this recipe. While Siobhan's busy with that, I'm going to start working on our pastry. Super simple, puff pastry. Tell the truth, have you ever made puff pastry?
Yes.
Yes?
Quite a mission.
It is such a mission. I am a fan of store-bought butter puff pastry. You now understand, to actually make puff pastry is really, really hard. If you are out there and you're making a puff pastry, why do you have so much time?
And it doesn't always work, eh?
And there we go.
So much labor for maybe it working.
For maybe tears will follow. Okay, so we got that voice note ready. Listen to that voice note.
Hi, Chef Siobhan. You're always my favorite chef at Taste Masters. So I have one question for you. Who inspired you to be a chef like you are today?
I mean, to take my thunder, that's my next question. Who did inspire you? Thank you for your question, by the way. Who did inspire you to step into the kitchen and to make it like your whole personality?
So basically, I grew up in a family of restaurateur and hoteliers.
Okay.
And I'm the 5th generation. And my grandmother had a hotel, and my mom has a restaurant. So I kind of grew up in the restaurant, and I've been working in the kitchen since I was maybe 12, but I've been interested in food since I was like 5. And here's the filling.
And what kind of food would you find at your mom's restaurant?
So actually, when I was around 7, maybe 8, I had a uncle, if I can call it, and he always after school would pick up me and my best friend. It's my best friend's father, and we would go to his house, and he was a pastry chef, so he would make desserts with us. And I still remember the first time he made a dessert with me and my friend was chocolate eclairs.
Ooh,
and
what a
in
mission.
that,
I mean,
and in that
what a dish,
moment,
yeah.
I knew. I was like, this is my life. I'm going to do this. This is so interesting and so fun. And I never looked back since then.
Well, everyone's taking all my questions this morning. My next question was going to be savory over sweet. Well, you've already answered sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
And you're a very technical baker then.
Yeah.
You're really into it. And that discipline, where did that come from? Is it just from repetition and like baking continuously over and over again? Is that where it came from?
Yeah. No, I love baking, and I just feel like there's so much art and detail that goes into it, and it's like a science.
It really is a science.
Not everybody can do it, and that is the fun of it. It's if you actually get it right, it makes you very proud.
So, again, advice for those that are out there who really want to get into baking, but maybe like are fearful of the science. Do you have any tips for them?
It's actually not as hard as everyone makes it look.
You should tell them, go back to the first segment and watch Siobhan's motivational speech.
Yeah.
You can do it. But it's about the repetition.
Yeah,
and
it's about actually watch your YouTube and your Instagram. Do you watch food videos? Do you save stuff? Do you try make it? If something doesn't work, do you make it again and do you fix it? Do you try figure out what went wrong? So in that way, it's all about learning, and you don't learn if you don't make a mistake.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
The people want to talk to you. We've got another voice note coming through. Let's just have a listen to it.
Good morning, Expresso family. My name is Shamim. I'm from Joburg. I've been in finance all my life. I've retired now. I've turned 60 in August. And I would like to follow the chef world. Tell me, where do I begin? How do I start? I'm an excellent cook. I don't follow recipes. I just cook out of my head and that's it. And this has been always my passion. So advise me, how do I start? I need to know, where do I go from here?
Do you want to tag me in? Tag me in. Got it. What I absolutely love about 2025 is that your platform you can own, and it's not going to cost you anything. You can step into social media right now, and exactly what you've just told us. Oh, please go on.
Can I go
exactly
on?
what you just told us. You should share with the world and tell the world that this is your new chapter, your new journey. Hop onto social media immediately after the show, film that video, and put it out there.
Yeah.
And I think people don't understand, as much as like our industry's small, it's a very open-hearted industry. We love sharing information. We love sharing connections. So start on social media. Start cooking, especially because you say you're an amazing cook. Start putting your food out and telling your story at the same time. There's a huge need for authentic content right now. And it sounds like you've got a beautiful story right there. I love that. Please do it. Actually, we're gonna find out. You're gonna see that social media. We're gonna actually go and follow you. So please do start that. I love it. Look at you taking over. I like this. I absolutely love this. I am chilling this morning with amazing Chef Siobhan. These look so cool. I was going to ask you, because you're the expert. I've got like a very freestyle when it comes to crimping. You being the expert, you want to give us a little tip, a little how-to?
So basically, you kind of did this almost the same.
You pinch it at the top first?
So just pinch it at the top, and then you work to the sides.
Uh-huh.
And then normally I would take like some flour and dust my fork in flour and then just press all along. But if you don't have flour, it's kind of going to stick to the fork. So, but now I'm trying to just show you how. You see, and it goes all around, and then you make sure you don't press through, but just press that it actually compacts, and then it doesn't open when it bakes, that all the filling stays inside.
Nice.
You see, it makes it all...
It's called a crump. And if you want to see us crump, come back for the next part of the hotline. Just joking, you don't want that.
And then you must make it a little hole. So that
Yes, and tell the people why we do the hole.
Otherwise, the pie explodes, so that there's space for the steam to come out.
And
Otherwise, all the filling will come out the
There we
sides.
go.
Yeah.
It's not the fun kind of explosion. It's the sad kind where
the
your
messy
filling comes out.
kind.
So we don't want that. So, and it does happen. It does happen a lot. And that's why you sometimes see when people bake pies, they would use a pie bird, a ceramic pie bird, which goes in the center of the pie, just to help that moisture of your filling come out. I love that. It's my wife's birthday today.
Oh, really?
And she said, you better be bringing home a dozen of those little mini hand pies. Yes, happy birthday. And yes, definitely doing that. These are so great. So I nearly asked you what's the next step. I forgot, it's my recipe. So puff pastry, you don't always have to brush it because it's got so much butter in it. When you actually pop it in the oven, it gets beautiful and flaky and golden on its own. However, if you want that beautiful lacquered finish, it's going to be egg wash. And an egg wash for me is just one egg and a little bit of water. When I see people chuck like 6 eggs in for an egg wash, no.
It's one egg.
No, just 1 egg and a little bit of water, and that's all you need.
A fun fact.
Love facts, go.
So sometimes the egg is like very hard to use as a brush because it's too thick.
Yes,
so if you add a pinch of salt or sugar to it, it breaks down the egg.
Obviously,
depending on what
savory
your
versus
savory
sweet.
or sweet. Yeah.
I did not know that. If you have any more questions for the amazing Chef Siobhan, please get those voice notes coming through. That number again is 063 036 9649. Why did I look to the side when I was talking to you? Because I still haven't memorized the number. There's someone standing holding the number on the side. There we go. But send those voice notes through. Chef Siobhan, these are looking really amazing. I love using the air fryer for these, or I love using the air fryer for any recipe. Into the air fryer, 200 degrees. Whenever you work with puff pastry, 200 degrees is important. That's your temperature, not 180, because you want that hot, instant heat to melt that butter in between the layers of pastry and give you the puff. So the hotter, 200 degrees is perfect, gives you that puff. So we're going in 200 degrees. We're going to go for about 15 minutes. Some air fryers get that circulation at the bottom, so you don't need to turn them over. You might need to turn it over if you don't get that circulation, but still 15 minutes cooking time is what you're looking at.
And like an oven, you need to preheat it.
It depends on your air fryer. That's the thing. Some makes and models actually need you to preheat, some don't. Ovens, 100% you need to preheat. So here's a good way to test. Most ovens have a little red light that goes on when you turn the temperature on. Once that light goes off, that's when you're at the optimal temperature. So that's the thing. And do preheat your oven. Never put pastry or cake or batter into a oven that's not hot enough.
Oh.
Tell them.
Anything.
Tell them.
Never put anything into an oven that's cold.
There we go. If you want to come back to more of the Siobhan and Clem show, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and booyah, perfect timing, just gone on the hour, and that means we can commence official duties. Now, I'm going to start with national headlines, and President Cyril Ramaphosa has departed for Southeast Asia, appointing Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana as acting president until the 26th of October. Now, the presidency says the appointment covers consecutive international visits, while Deputy President Paul Mashatile is on leave. Now, Ramaphosa will visit Indonesia, Vietnam and Malaysia to deepen strategic ties, then attend the 47th ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur from the 25th to the 28th of October before heading to Switzerland. Now, the trip underscores South Africa's growing interests in the region's trade and investment opportunities as government seeks to expand partnerships beyond traditional markets. Well, next up on national fronts, the Transnet National Ports Authority has broken ground on the 147 million rand redevelopment of Latimer's Landing at the Port of East London. Now, this is a flagship project expected to rejuvenate the city's waterfront and stimulate Eastern Cape's tourism. Now, once a functional quay, the site will transform into a lively mixed-use precinct with new restaurants, leisure outlets and tourism centres. Now, Transnet's Phyllis Tefeto says the investment forms part of the reinvention for growth strategy, aiming to stabilize the business while driving regional growth and job creation. Definitely exciting stuff in that area, but for now, though, we move things abroad and starting with international fronts. Now, Cameroon's influential Catholic Church has appealed for calm as tensions grow following the 12th of October presidential election. Now, opposition candidate Issa Chikrorma Bakary has declared himself winner over 92-year-old President Paul Biya, who seeks to extend his 43rd year rule. Now, the government has condemned the declaration as illegal, while the Constitutional Council has until the 27th of October to announce official results. Now, Chiroma's defiance and promise to, and quote, defend his victory have raised fears of violence, with religious and civil leaders calling for restraint and respect for constitutional processes. Well, next up, a planned meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin aimed at brokering a ceasefire in Ukraine has been officially put on hold, with the White House stating there are no, and quote, in the immediate future, unquote, plans for talks amid stark disagreements over how to end the war. Now, Moscow remains firm on its war goals, rejecting Kiev's frozen frontline proposal, and that serious preparation for a summit was needed. Now, the EU allies welcome the pause, saying sustained international pressure remains vital for any credible and lasting peace effort. Well, lastly, in this round of headlines, it's a molting season on Daya Island. And while grown-up African penguins shed their feathers and can't fish, their chicks are left calling for dinner. Now, thankfully, the Daya Island Conservation Trust and Cape Nature rush in to save these downy darlings, bringing them to the African Penguin and Seabird Sanctuary in Gansbaai. Now, there each chick is pampered with sushi-sized sardines and endless around-the-clock care until they're plump, strong, and ready to waddle home. Now, feeding so many hungry beaks is costly, but every rescued penguin helps preserve a species now down to just 2.5% of its past numbers. So donations to the Fishy Fund keep those tiny tummies full and those bright eyes shining. Yep, let's get involved in this one and protect these beautiful species. But for now, though, it's a final round of all things sport, and here's G-Man with the latest.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with cricket, and Destroyer-in-Chief Tristan Stubbs, his unbeaten 68 and Keshav Maharaj's superb 7-wicket haul kept South Africa very much in the contest on day 2 of their second test in Rawalpindi. So the Proteas closed on 185 for 4, trailing Pakistan by 148 runs after dismissing the hosts for 333 a little earlier in the day, thanks, of course, to Maharaj's brilliant spin masterclass. We came prepared for the track. Now let's stay with with cricketing news and another emphatic message being sent. Marizan Cup's all-round brilliance powered South Africa to a dominant 150-run DLS win over Pakistan in Colombo, sending them to the top, in fact, of the Women's World Cup standings. What a time to hit form. So Cup, who, of course, retired, you might remember, she scored 68 not out, then took 3 for 20, while captain fantastic Laura Wolfart hit 90, as the Proteas posted 312 for 9 in that rain-hit clash to seal their 5th straight victory, go top of the standings and hit form at just the right time. Now, this has been a tough year on the tennis front, especially for Novak Djokovic, and as a result, now he's had to withdraw from this year's Paris Masters, citing physical struggles following his Shanghai exit a little bit earlier this month. Their 24-time Grand Slam champion, he has won the event 7 times, will definitely be back, I think, and he hopes to return next year. World number 10, Holger Rune, also missing out on the tournament after an Achilles surgery. So certainly taking the toll of a very, very busy year on court. Now let's get into our European football from last night. And Victor Gyökeres, he ended his goal drought in style with a brace as Arsenal thrashed Atletico Madrid 4-0 to stay perfect in the Champions League. I think it's 7 on the trot now. Erling Haaland elsewhere struck again in Man City's 2-0 win over Villarreal, while Fermin Lopez's hat-trick inspired Barcelona to a dominant 6-1 routing of Olympiacos. Perfect timing there as well, ahead of Sunday's El Clasico. So great sporting action, and that's where we leave it. Hopefully the same can't be said about our roads. Let's see if there's anything to report on.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what's happening in your roads out in Gauteng. Where we get started in Pretoria, a stationary truck is currently causing disruption, and that's on the N1 southbound, just after Garsfontein Road. Now, the middle lane is affected, leading to delays. So please drive cautiously and stay patient while traffic clears along the way. Well, out in Cape Town, in Khayelitsha, an accident has occurred on the N2 inbound at the ramp towards Mew Way, resulting in a right lane closure. So avoid the affected route if possible, as heavy delays are expected in the next bit in surrounding areas. So we leave your roads for now. Let's have a final look at your weather. Well, in your weather news, the South African Weather Service has warned of extreme fire danger, and that's over Kamiesberg in the Northern Cape and Bergrivier in the Western Cape, urging residents to stay alert. Now, a heat wave with persistently high temperatures is gripping Richtersveld and Matsikama, while very hot and uncomfortable conditions are expected to linger across the West Coast and Kamiesberg districts. Now, currently, authorities are advising the public to keep hydrated, avoid open flames, and take precautions against heat-related risks. And of course, always pack in that SPF to protect your biggest organ. But now, though, let's see that sunrise view of this hour to just make sure that we're sent off into Wednesday on the best note. And Renette out in Alberton knew exactly that. She understood the assignment entirely. Thank you so much, Renette, for stepping outside on this beautiful morning and just thinking about us, saying, let me snap this real quick and send it through to my Expresso fam. Alberton can expect a 23-degree high today, and we wish you all the best on this midweek Wednesday. For now, though, let's get into your temperatures, but that, of course, is your final reminder to send through your pictures for the rest of the week.
I can tell by the vibe in studio. I think maybe this is why they're keeping us apart today, because they're just naughty, like little school children. But a large amount of money will do that to you, and this amount is large. You got to get your lucky numbers ready, because if you play Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 today, there is 32 million rand worth of reason to do it. That's what's sitting in the jackpot today. So please don't get left behind. Let's break it down. Lotto has 11 million rand sitting there. Lotto plus 1, 12 million rand, and then Lotto plus 2, just a paltry 9 million rand.
Just a small 9 million. Come on, so please buy your tickets now in store. There's a website you can head to, nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app you can download, cell phone banking on your phone, or simply go ahead and dial *120 *7529# for USSD.
Yeah, and you've got options because we want you to have all of them, and we put them on our Expresso social media pages, so you can literally go check them out right now, which will make sure you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots, all happening today. So all you got to do is play now. It's
good luck. You know what? Then we could have a private chef who could just bring us food whenever we wanted.
The double tap.
Wow. But it's not just based on just me wanting to share. I just want you to remember that apparently there might be a couple of new South African millionaires tonight.
Yes.
And if it's one of you, to remember who gave you pie.
Oh, is this? I thought there was
I'm going to read
strategy.
Explain yourself. What's
like a
going on with this pie?
samosa.
Because it looks special, man.
Tinned apple with date and pecan hand pies with a caramel drizzle.
And do you know where you find them traditionally? In my mouth.
From the air fryer, by the way.
Oh, man. Bro, you are showing off for the tin fruit this morning. What on earth? Hey?
That's
How are you all
fantastic,
biting those things?
Why is he taking the credit, though?
That's what I won a year when you win the millions and you share with me. True story. It's Chef Siobhan, not me.
Exactly.
You're Chef Siobhan, you're insane. If it wasn't for me going to Model C school, I would have done the same thing and put it all, but I'm cultured.
Yeah, exactly. I went to a boarding school. I got to fight for my food, man. If you got calories, you put them in your mouth. You turn them into body as quickly as possible. That was delicious.
I'm going, oh, man, I changed my mind.
A little bit of orange, a little bit of orange.
I was about to say, it's giving me a beautiful citrus vibe, which is very Clementine of you, my Clementine.
Wow.
What are you making next for us?
Next
Not to be greedy, but...
Guys, I actually forgot what we're making next. Can someone shout what we're making next? Siobhan, what are you making next?
Isn't it peaches?
Peach and raspberry crumble.
Wow. I bet you would suggest some pears in there, maybe.
Are there going to be pears?
All the peas.
If you have some spare pears at home, please send it to Raul. His address is 125.
I'll be a pear place, #1. He'll see you there, but don't say pear, guys. There's going to be a whole lot of tin food coming at you. This is delicious.
Amazing.
So scan those QR codes.
How are you still eating that piece of butter?
I'm savoring.
Did you spit it out and eat it again?
High on our face.
See you after this.
welcome back into the kitchen for the final installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
It's okay, I'm also a little sad that it's the final one, which is why I brought in my other bestie, Carissa's in the kitchen with us as well, because while you're here, you just love being in the kitchen with us.
Because you fed me whatever magic this is. I said I have to make a return.
I'm so happy that you like that as well, because we've always assigned oven for all baking duties. The fact that the air fryer is coming through and gets that done in like 15 minutes. Wow.
And me and the air fryer, we go like this.
There we go. Like Siobhan reminded me, we're going to be doing a beautiful tin peaches and raspberry crumble or cobbler. Yeah. I love this recipe. Again, it's all about the simplicity. The part that Siobhan's going to make for us is going to be our crumble topping. And what if you go into my freezer drawer number 3, there'll be a massive Ziploc bag that's actually just got crumble in it.
No.
Really? Because whenever you need it, and you just like sprinkle, air fryer
so like
or
muesli,
oven. It's like muesli, but it's got that beautiful fat that's the butter that's in there, which again is a preservative, and it'll just live in your freezer forever.
Incredible.
Rule number 3, just don't come to my house now.
Well, now you've invited us.
Of course you can. Yes, of course you can. The security passcode is just joking. So Siobhan, I'm going to ask you if you can just... Everything comes together, another Clem recipe, everything in one bowl, mix it all together. We've got a voice note, and while Siobhan's doing that, we're going to have a listen to it.
All right.
Chef Siobhan, I watched you on Taste Master, and I actually thought you were going to win, and you almost did. And I really think you have a very bright future ahead. So all the best to you.
Thank you.
That is so sweet. I think we all echo those sentiments as well when we just keep hearing about the developments happening in your career and we go, this is just the beginning.
And all in a year, like it's...
And can you imagine what the next 5 years look like for you?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
You're in the right place as well. We are excited for you. All right, that's looking amazing. And you've got the frozen tin peaches. Tin peaches, frozen raspberries. Another convenience item because you can't always get fresh raspberries.
Right.
Frozen's amazing. It's good. Then we're going to add some cinnamon and a little brown sugar for the sweetness because raspberries can be quite tart. Or keep a little bit of syrup, add that syrup to it. Vanilla, always. And then to all of it. And then to thicken it up, we're going to add some corn flour, and that's going to help give us like a
jammy
sauce kind of vibe.
So you're telling me this is healthy? We've got 2 fruits, we've got oats. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm gonna check with Ryle if it counts as healthy.
Don't ask Ryle.
Don't ask Ryle. No. But we've got a lot of fruits going on here, exactly, and you can add more. There's no limit to like how many fruits you can add. What fruit wouldn't I add?
Banana. Okay. Nobody was trying to do that, Clem. Okay, so
yes.
Oh, it smells amazing.
And it's so easy. You don't even have to over mix it. If there's little pockets of cinnamon that hasn't mixed through, it's fine. A little bit of corn flour that hasn't mixed through, it's actually fine. But you know what's important? Make sure you have enough fruit to fill your dish.
Cue some more fruit, please.
What is the date of the month? It feels like...
Is it giving almost end of the month, but not quite? Yeah. Payday's far, yo.
Tiffany, they're calling you out. Okay, so what you're going to do is make sure you've got more fruit than that, okay? And then you're going to top it with Siobhan's beautiful crumble.
Wow.
And again, super rustic. You don't have to over-mix it. Let it just like come together.
Yeah. Would you make an apple crumble in a similar way?
Exactly the same. And you can even mix the fruit. Add apple to that combination. Play around with any of the tinned fruits. I have seen tinned lychees. And I was like, I mean, it's like we've seen it before, but like the technology again has changed. These lychees taste like lychee times 1,000. And if you mix that with like a pineapple and lychee crumble. Tropicana with a coconut in your crumble mixture. I love this because, again, it gives summer vibes because our fruit are popping and bursting right about now, but you don't want to do too much to it. This is a great way to kind of like do almost nothing and let Mother Nature shine.
I like that. So what would you serve this with? Are we thinking ice cream, cream, custard on its own?
All of the above. Absolutely. I do like the idea of super hot tart with a little bit of that cold ice cream. Just that combination. Oh, it'll be so good. Talking about combinations and tastes, we don't even do plates today, right? It's okay. We're going to grab some spoons.
Yes, please.
All the spoons. And we're going to use that one because I'm going to go to the oven.
So how long does this go to the oven for? What are we
really
working with?
Goes for about 20 minutes. You're not trying to cook the fruit really, like you don't want to get it pop.
Yeah.
You want to get some texture, but what you do want is just get that beautiful crust on your crumble. That is it. That is it.
Nice.
Here we go. Okay, let's take it. Everybody grab a spoon.
Okay. You can get a gold spoon because you're a winner.
Ryle, come into the
you also
kitchen,
have a gold
Ryle.
spoon.
Come. I just saw in the
Just
corner.
in time.
You would have noticed me lingering there.
Is it healthy, yes or no, Ryle?
Why does it matter? Why does it even matter? Let's just talk about the good flavors coming through.
right.
Can I say thank you for just absolutely just blowing my mind when it comes to tinned fruits? Wow. Okay, let's do this, guys. Are we going to do a cheers?
Cheers.
No, cheers. Cheers.
Come on, man.
I did that strategic, so while they're tasting, I'll tell you, you can regulate how much sweetness you want in it by adding sugar. If you want to showcase the fruit, less sugar, but if you wanted to sweetener, a little bit of honey creates the illusion of sweetness without adding extra sugar.
That's perfect.
So it's only October, but this feels like Christmas. It's giving me Christmas. What's the vibe here? It's like
It's the raspberry.
It's the berry, it's the warmth. I think it's the oatiness as well, but it's such a Christmassy feel. Like, I picture myself not having this for dessert, but like a sneaky little pudding for breakfast.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm going with this. Absolutely well done,
That's
guys. Amazing.
fantastic.
I'm going to take another one and get out your way because,
Get out of here.
If you want to get this recipe, and believe me, you do want to get this recipe, the QR code is up on screen right now. Give it a scan. And then also, after scanning that, go straight to Siobhan's Instagram, which is?
The pink chefy.
Follow, because what you're about to see, her journey is about to be amazing, and we will be with her all the way. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Honestly,
That's so nice.
best
You were
morning.
feeding us.
Best
We're so
morning
happy.
ever. Thank you for joining us in the kitchen. Baby, happy birthday. I'm on the way home. I'm on the way home. Hey,
Well, that was the fourth culinary installment of the Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting!
We're going to have more of this.
It's good.
How was that taste test there, buddy?
So good. Seriously, I feel like I was waking up on Christmas Day, like just getting ready to. I'm got my presents.
There's lots of Christmassy flavours going on here, so
Yes.
I'm there for that. I'm here for a celebration.
It was good.
And you could be celebrating at the end of the week in style, but you've got to buckle up for this one because the World Sports Betting cash-out game is about to take flight, and it's tense. You can watch your winnings soar higher and higher with every second you stay in. But then, of course, the kicker, if you don't cash out in time, this little plane will fly. And he looks all sweet and friendly now, but when he flies away with your thousands...
He's a little trickster.
Not so much.
A little trickster. Now, this is how it goes down. Obviously, you stand a chance to be this Friday's on-air pilot. And that's where you could be winning between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand if you cash out in time. Now, here's how you do it, right? Simply reply to the competition post on our Expresso social pages and tell us the following. Do you consider yourself a lucky person? Well, if the answer is a yes or a no, tell us why or why not. And then voila, you are in the running.
We can ask you again after you've played the competition if you've won, and then we can prove it. But we want you to prove it on air, so please don't forget that qualifying hashtag, World Sports Betting, in your comments so we know that you're dialed in. This week's competition closes 10 a.m. this Thursday. That's tomorrow, the 23rd of October. You can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. I am starving, guys.
You haven't even had a taste
No,
yet,
I
eh?
haven't had a taste since my apple pie joy earlier, and that kick-started the metabolism.
You do that thing you do.
Sorry, can I?
Oh, man, I'm getting used to this.
I reckon if I had to do a clap prompt for Carissa, she would slap me across the face on live TV, to be honest. And justifiably so.
Wow,
my dear, thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure.
Brace yourself for this, bro. And like,
Great.
careful not to shout out Santa Claus while you do it.
So did you manage to put some pear in this, guy?
And cilantro.
It looks beautiful.
Hey, I just had a bit of like apricot or something in there as well. That was sneaky. I didn't get that earlier, along with the berries. Oh, my word.
Isn't it good? Imagine that with like some warm custard or cold custard or ice cream.
Okay,
or...
give me a moment to imagine it. Huh?
Sorry, I'm just giving you options.
Okay, I'll try to imagine it with all of those things. You gave me quite a long list. Wow.
Yeah? Happy?
And a bit tart. So you've got this beautiful little acidity cutting through. It is lovely.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
So it feels like we've done so much in the kitchen today. Maybe we give our culinary team a little bit of a break and we bring the pups in.
Oh, yes, please. As a pup that just rolled in now has got like the coolest shoes on ever. I can't wait for you to see it. They're not tap shoes, but they're perfect for grip, perfect for our slidey floors on the studio. I mean, to see if we can get a shot of this. Look how cool this looks, guys. Oh.
He's cute.
That's our next special guest waiting
His
for
name
us.
is Kiva, and he's just gorgeous.
I want to dye
just
my hair
too
that color,
sweet.
actually. How cool does that look?
Absolutely beautiful.
Inspiration.
The love locks. We will make our official introductions after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties, to a very special place. And I know this space is special every day, but when we introduce our four-pawed friends, it becomes so much more beautiful. Welcome to a very special moment in time where charity meets choreography.
Who would have thought? My goodness. Today we're shining a light on Dancers Love Dogs, a heartwarming and high-energy event that brings together incredible dancers and performing pups for a cause that really matters. But this isn't just a show. Every rand raised helps fund mass sterilization of animals in South Africa's marginalized communities. And of course, you can imagine making a real difference, one paw at a time.
Oh, and joining us to share very proudly more about this purpose-driven celebration of dance, compassion, community, and connection, accomplished choreographer and founder of Dancers Love Dogs, Bridget Reeve Taylor. Bridge, welcome back.
Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Can we get a round of applause
Yes,
from our...
please.
you can't really hear the applause because the paws are furry when they clap. It's kind of muted, but all of the felines are barking their voice of approval. Welcome back. So good to have you here.
It's beautiful to be back, guys.
And thank you for bringing a little pup with you as well. He's
Okay,
gorgeous.
and it's actually a girl,
It's
and
a
you're making her
girl.
feel very insecure
I'm sorry,
now.
Kiva, my
no,
bad.
she's just ready to perform.
All right, Bridget, well, let's start at the heart of it. What inspired you to sort of combine together dance and animal welfare? How does that go together?
I must say it wasn't really an inspiration. It was just that moment where you go, what can I do to make things better? And what is my talent and how can I use it? And I think just because I'd been in productions for all my life, I mean, I've been dancing since I was 3 and I've been teaching for 43 years.
Wow.
So I approached Artscape and said, can we do a show? Will you donate the theatre? And everybody comes on board as a donation. Nobody gets paid. I don't get paid. And 100% goes to sterilization of animals in need, in poor communities.
Yeah.
I am seeing within the welfare space, the sterilization network is forming almost a digital map of South Africa. We are suddenly finding children on a digital representation, families digitally represented. We understand our communities because of this trust-based relationship that NGOs are making. How many lives do you think you have affected, both furry and the people connected to it? Because the joy of transformation goes both ways in this direction, right?
And that's so true, because whenever we do a sterilization campaign, we now insist on an education program.
Yeah.
So we are reaching all the little people, the big people, and just the education of why we're doing it. And I think that's important.
Vital.
So the vital things, sterilization, vaccine, and education.
And you're creating a culture of that, because you repeat that. I've seen in a place like Vryhorn, people rocking up with clothes off to protect their animals in crates while it's raining, which is a complete reversal of the culture because of efforts like this.
And
I love
people
it.
actually bringing their dogs in wheelbarrows and covered with a little blankie.
Yeah, by any means, basically.
By any means, yeah.
I've got to ask you, though, why is sterilization such a critical issue? Why is it so important that you guys intervene in this way?
You know, there are so many reasons. I mean, the poor welfares are so loaded because there are so many animals. Because you've got to remember, every animal that has a litter of puppies, those litter of puppies have
exponentially increases.
It's enormous. And sometimes I must say I get a little sad and I think how we're making a difference. But when we do the big projects, where we sterilize up to 80% of that area, then you can see a significant difference. When we're doing 10 here, 10 there, you think, oh, okay, I know it's making a big difference in that dog's life and the follow-up, but are we making a significant impact? No.
Well, you can say that, but you're sitting on TV talking to millions of people about what you're doing.
And we have sterilized over 30,000 animals so
my
far.
goodness.
You
Well,
see what
there
I'm
you
saying?
have it.
Yeah, and that's just little dancers getting together. You know?
And this is the thing, I think you've highlighted the fact that we all can do something. And sometimes you say no one gets rewarded through this process. I think the viewers, the fans, get rewarded through this process. We love dancing with dogs, and dancers love dogs. How do you create this show? Fill us in on what we can expect from this spectacle.
So I approach all the companies first to give our companies the opportunity. Remember our big dance studios who create this gala evening, so it's a spectacular,
it's top tier.
Spectacular, top tier. And they can't afford to be in a theatre. It's too expensive. So the opportunity for those dancers to perform is another gift.
Sure.
And tonight, I mean, we have rehearsed everybody. They've had a stage placing, and the show is beyond spectacular. It is beyond spectacular. And Alan Committee's our host.
Oh my word, slow down.
Alan Committee actually phones me now in January and says, when is the show? And that is our bonus.
I can imagine him just phoning you up and barking. Just like saying, woof, woof, baby, and you'll jump on.
Oh, we love him.
No, he is one of the funniest human beings alive, but so unbelievably gifted at the arts of being on a stage as an MC. So that when you get that balance, it's just incredible. Why? Just very quickly, why should someone come and watch this show?
Every person buying a ticket tonight is sterilizing an animal. And that actually we'll raise another $500,000 tonight. And that is going to go to big projects in rural areas that are going to help the animals, help the humans.
Impact.
The impact is going to be enormous. And we've just had a show in Durban.
Sure.
So we'll use that for Durban's funding.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Bridget, you're doing fantastic work. I'm so excited. Web tickets if you want to jump on board as well. Otherwise, you can donate dancerslovedogs.coza. And if you want a taste of everything that's going down tonight, brace yourselves. This is something that's going to warm your hearts.
My heart's already smiling right now. It hasn't even begun. But listen, after that conversation, I think it's only fitting that we dive into the rhythm of compassion as Kiva and Ella twirl in with gliding paws and heartwarming grace. And they are ready to deliver a performance that will bring a massive smile to your face. Stage is yours. Let's go. No ways. Hey, Kiva, that was amazing. Whoa, well done. Ella, that was absolutely insane. Give me a high five. That was incredible.
Thank you.
How long does it take to teach a dog tricks of this sort of magnitude? You've been working with Kiva for a while?
For about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, I thought it looked quite easy. I have like some snacks sitting here in my hand. Could I like teach Kiva a trick, or is she like only going to listen to you with all this?
She listens to anybody who's willing to put in the time.
So what could I maybe get her to do if I had a snack?
Kiva, you can get her to, she likes to sit pretty.
Okay. So how do I do a command or anything?
You can call her to you and then ask her, sit pretty. Say, Kiva, sit
Hey,
pretty.
Kiva, sit pretty. Oh, there you go. You deserve that. Oh, man. Before I just steal this dog and make it my own forever, that was just incredible. And I think, Mzansi, you have every reason to get your tickets. Go to Web Tickets right now because that event's happening tonight and it's taking place at the Artscape. And they are absolutely ready. It's not just going to be Kiva, but some of the friends as well that are going to be showing off some of the incredible skills because dancers love dogs. And I think after this, all of them, Mzansi, loves dogs. Is there anything else we could like show off as a trick just to like, send us home? Anything crazy?
Yeah, she could jump on your back.
What? Oh, yes, that one that you did like this?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I have to do? Just
Just
like...
say, Kiva, go get up and put your back down.
Okay, all right.
But call her to you first.
Kiva, you ready? Okay, Kiva, go get up. Whoa! We'll see you guys later, Mzansi. Well done. Oh, yeah.
South Africa, it's time to fuel your wanderlust because Shell is giving you and a partner of your choice the chance to win the ultimate South African road trip experience.
That's right. With Shell V-Power, 5 lucky couples will win a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experience. And entering couldn't be easier. Simply spend 750 Rand or more, tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month, and you're in the running.
Oh, so please start those engines and let Shell V-Power take you places you'll never forget. T's and C's apply. Find them all at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. The show is almost done, but we cannot get through it without playing a nice little round of quick fire questions with Rock the Boat. Yes, we want to put them under pressure to see how they behave. I told you guys, don't think about it too much. You just have to say what comes off top of mind. Okay, who said, "I love you" first?
Me.
Okay.
I would go for that too.
Yeah.
Yes. For context, in case you just tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast show, this is a couple, okay? They're not just band members. There is love that's been going together for 18 years that's coming to the forefront.
Yep.
So you did it first.
Yep.
Okay, Stuart, how did it happen?
He's the romantic one.
Oh, he's the romantic one. How did you do it? Or how did you say it?
We were actually sitting in bed,
Ooh.
and I said, I love you.
The moment just arose and you said,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
You're the one. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. 18 years later and we're still here.
Yeah.
Okay, who takes longer to get ready before a gig?
Ah.
Oh, I mean, of course, look at this greatness. Please, can we see your outfit? I mean, just one more time when you look incredible. Rock star to the T.
Oh
Is it the
my God.
makeup, the hair, is it everything?
It's everything, but I'm just slower than Stu. He's like, get up and go. He wakes me up in the morning with a cup of tea.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, do I have to get up?
How many teas did you make her to get to this point this morning?
Only one.
Only one?
Only one, but I
She
did
only
make
needs one.
breakfast as well.
Oh, he's a keeper. Wendy, I think
I think we're serious.
that's why I married him.
We're
Yeah,
getting
no.
serious now, I think.
So serious. I think 18 years later, it's about time. What's your go-to date night activity?
A lovely dinner, intimate dinner at our
Yeah.
favorite restaurants. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just quiet, away from people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the better chef between the two of you?
That's easy.
You,
Me.
easily.
Easy.
What's your go-to in case you're in the dog box? Like, what do you cook to make sure you guys are in love again?
I like to do the prawn pasta, but
Yeah,
nothing
that's a
with a
good
sauce,
one.
just olive oil and stuff like that.
Oh my
He's a wonderful chef, yeah.
I'd rather be shot than poisoned. That's why I don't let her. I don't let her cook.
I love that. Because, I mean, women would do it slowly and it would be through food. That is right. So I've got to ask you, if you weren't in a band together, what would you guys be? Would you be a chef?
Oh, I don't know. I think I did an engineering apprenticeship thing.
Okay.
So I've often thought about if I'd gone to the university, because I was on that course,
Yeah.
to do an engineering degree.
Sure.
And maybe I would have ended up there, you know, but I just love music too much.
Yeah, I get you.
I did what my parents said, get a trade. So I did it, and then out.
You were done. How
That was
about
me.
you, Wendy?
I love marketing, I love fashion. I was a window dresser for a while. So it would be something creative.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so now you have to come up with a fashion line. Like, you have no choice.
Yes.
And you've got an entire
Rock
audience
the boat
that's
merch.
Rock the boat merch, I'm here for it. Okay, what's more likely to start who is more likely to start a spontaneous kitchen dance? Like, music's going, y'all are cooking.
It wouldn't happen, actually, because I tell you why.
Tell me.
I don't want anybody in the kitchen when I'm cooking.
Ah.
And, you know, people come in and they say, can I help? No,
No.
don't help. Don't touchy.
That's your space.
That's it.
So where would you find yourselves dancing? Like, in what sort of setting would that be?
In the shower.
We're dancing in the shower.
Yeah.
Not much space.
Enough.
Are you guys dancers? Do you move a lot, or?
Musicians are notoriously crap dancers.
No,
They
don't
are.
say that.
We are.
Just not.
But we just boogie, you know, sort of like...
A little bit of
I
Shrug
love
about.
dancing, but I have noticed that musicians, when you put a guitar on them, they're just like,
Yeah, we just
you
frog.
know, they got the poses. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Okay, what's one song that perfectly describes your relationship, and you can't use the song that you performed for us?
For me, I think Nat King Cole, When I Fall in Love.
Oh, I don't know that one. How
When
does
I
it go?
fall in love, it will be forever.
old crooner.
Why am I crying? That is beautiful. Wendy, do you have a song?
Yes, it's Lady Antebellum, Need You Now.
Oh, I also don't know that song, that chart-topping song. Never heard of it. Maybe
Doesn't
you
so
could-
much describe the relationship, but it's just, it's just a
Can you
beautiful,
sing a little bit?
beautiful song.
I
We can do it together.
Yes, do it together.
What is it?
Lady Antebellum.
I know,
Need You
I know,
Now.
but I can't remember
How does it go again?
Sorry, that's not a good one.
God, it's leaking out.
Okay, you think about that. By the end of this, we'll come back to that song. Who makes better playlists between the two of you?
Oh, that's easy. Wendy.
Oh, yeah? Do you have better taste in music, Wendy?
Of course.
Yeah, come on. Thank you. Rep the girlies. I'm here for it. Do you guys think that opposites attract, or are you more alike than you are different?
We are quite different.
Yeah.
And we balance each other out.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yin to my yang type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you remember this song now?
That little...
Yes.
Okay.
It's 1:15.
I'm a little drunk and I need you now.
That was beautiful. I know. I need to leave the room right now and leave you guys to do it. We're still going to get a beautiful moment with you guys a bit later. So brace yourselves for some really, really beautiful moments happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, though, while we wipe our tears away from that beautifulness, please let's head to the kitchen for some more food.
Well, yeah, listen, I'm getting so excited here chatting to this next superstar about something absolutely exciting because it's not just that performance that we're looking forward to, but something in the kitchen's going down. And when it comes to rainbow trout, Woolworths has set the standard. And we're talking everything from responsibly managed waters to meticulous processing and expert smoking. It's no wonder Woolworths trout is considered the best you can buy. So our Woolworths seafood product developer, Busisiwe Magaglela, is here to tell us more about their rainbow trout offering, and you couldn't have come at a more perfect time because there's some cool stuff that we get to look forward to here. But firstly, let's talk about everything here that evolves to, well, which includes quality. Woolworths are always stamping that box and doing the most.
Yeah.
So how have you made sure that you get this right? And especially in the world of trout where there's so many inputs and there's so much that's happening to make it come to life and to get it to our tables.
So firstly, thank you for the
And
opportunity.
yes, that was rude of me. How are you doing?
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for the
I
opportunity.
was just getting so excited.
No,
Sorry about
it's okay.
that.
Don't worry about it. Thank you for the opportunity to be here to speak about trout. This is really a strategic species for us at Woolworths. So the process that we go through is. Let me start from the beginning. So basically, our trout offer comes in different parts of the departments.
Yeah.
We've got our seafood counter where you find the fresh,
Yes.
the fresh whole
cuts,
fish.
fresh options,
and our
yeah.
skilled mongers are there to literally cut and serve it to our customers according to their need states.
And I've visited these people. They're
Yeah,
amazing
they're
at what
really
they do.
good.
They offer you the perfect cut. You can ask them, like, this is the occasion. I want to do a salad or I want to do a grill. They're like, well, then you need this.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome. All right, so yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, so and then we also have retail-ready products where you find an array of products, literally in different formats, but it also ranges from a promo product to a value-added product that probably is just like has a bit of convenience for the customer, making it easy for every solution, basically. And we also have trout in other departments as well in the business, like the frozen and also the snacking department.
So all the options that we need,
All
we got
the
it
options,
covered.
exactly.
Now, something cool happened yesterday on the show, and we got an opportunity to see exactly where all this trout is coming from, where it gets supplied, and it was so cool to see this. Kuhle went to go visit it, and I was blown away by just the perfection, just the way from the very beginning of this process, how everything is so meticulously looked after and valued. So we're talking about 3 streams here.
Yeah.
What for you stands out when it comes to this partnership? Because I'm sure you must be celebrating the fact that such quality has come together in such a beautiful way, right?
Yeah, completely. So what I value the most with 3 streams is the fact that our values are aligned. End to end. Just looking at how they're so passionate about sustainability and aquaculture practices and innovation and work improvement as well. It really makes them a supplier that is truly strategic to us from a business point of view. One of my colleagues likes to say it's less about them and us, it's about us as a collaboration. And it's truly through that joint venture that we're able to give our customers the innovation that you see here in front.
Yeah, because I mean, like 2 minds are always better than 1. So
100%.
if 2 minds are
100%.
looking out for us, then that just means double the impact, double the value.
Exactly.
So it must be quite cool to obviously working with suppliers directly. You're involved in all of the processes. So you get to, I mean, I would imagine, develop new products with suppliers like this. What's sort of come through with this collaboration? What new products have you been able to like bring to the surface?
From a process perspective, we actually identify the customer's need states quite early in the NPD process.
Okay.
We look at different market trends, which enable us to really cater to what the customer needs at that point in time. And also throughout the process, we go through different trials that really enables us that whatever product that we put on shelf or on your table, we know that it's been tried, it's been tested, and it's foolproof as well. The different market trends that we look at really enables us, like I said, to cater to whatever the customer needs, but also us as a business to ensure that we utilize our product from nose to fin, which it really helps us from a strategic point of view with regards to our food waste.
All right.
Yeah.
So what this gets me even more excited about is the fact that we're probably going to be using this and showing them Mzansi how to just blow their guests away by preparing trout. And there are options here. I was going to ask you which is your favorite, but you're probably going to say all of them, right?
All of them. It was, yeah, sorry about that. So it was actually difficult to narrow it down because we've got quite an extensive range within our business, as I mentioned. But what I wanted to show today is just some of the lines that we're truly excited about, which is our trout side with a complimentary butter, which really is great for your braai.
Oh, yeah.
And also just for breakfast options, we have our cold smoke range, which comes in different flavors. We recently launched cold smoked trout slices for your breakfast.
Bagel seasoning,
with
I
a
see.
bagel seasoning.
Okay, now.
Exactly, which
Nicely
takes
done.
it just to that next level.
Yeah.
And whilst we're speaking on breakfast, we just last year launched one of our innovative product, which is lightly smoked trout bangers. These are truly a game changer.
I don't think this has ever existed before.
And
Whoa!
it is there in other independent retailers,
Now
but
you're bringing it to the
not
people.
necessarily in trout. It's available in other formats, but at Woolworths because trout is such a strategic
I'm just picturing
option.
like
Yeah.
a banger breakfast, almost like the bagel flavors,
Exactly.
but more of like maybe a scrambled egg.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting hungry now. It's like we've passed breakfast time, but
Yeah.
this is every reason for you, Mzansi, to get involved in this because things are getting exciting. You know that box of quality is ticked, and also the fact that trout is local.
Yeah.
So we're supporting local and we're supporting an industry and making that grow at the same time. So guilt-free fish. This is what it's about, and I love it. Oh, Mrs. Thank you so much for really showing us something that we can all get excited about, and I can't wait to bring this to the forefront, to explore some of these recipes, and of course, Woolworths cherish their supply relationships, and together they craft award-winning products designed for you to savor and enjoy, and this one right here is definitely that. So shop responsible and sustainably farmed trout at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and of course, on the app, and thank you for bringing this to us.
No, thank you. Thank you so
This
much.
looks beautiful.
Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I'm going to charge through this because it cares. I care and it matters. Lucky numbers, better be ready because Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 is coming in big. 32 million. It's hot this morning. So please don't get left behind. You can play your Lotto for an estimated and really big 11 million rand. Lotto plus 1 for 12 million. Lotto plus 2 for 9 million rand.
That's a lot of numbers, as long as you know millions are involved. So buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, or you can head to the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529 hash for your USSD.
And now you've got all these options available on social media channels, but right now I want this option. I want a performance. I want to be rocked. I want this boat to rock proper, and that's what we're going to get now, because right now the boat is going to be doing that. It's going to be rocking the boat to perform a song called When Love Turns Into Lies. Let's go!
Rock on!
Don't you remember the day that you told me you wanted forever to kiss me, to hold me? I still remember like yesterday. Why did the feeling go away? Don't you remember the night by the river? You gave me your jacket, I started to shiver. Not from the cold, but from the words you told me. Now I can't keep on going on the way that it was. I can't keep hanging on just because you say you still love me. Heavens above me, a woman can't tell by the eyes. Love turns to lies. Do you remember that old summer moon, ablaze on the water down by the lagoon? Oh, I still remember like yesterday. Why did the moment go away? You made me believe we were two of a kind. Were you just playing me all of the time? I feel so alone, throw your arms around me. Now I can't keep on going on the way that it was. I can't keep hanging on just because you say you still love me. Heavens above me, a woman can't tell by the eyes. Love turns to lies. Oh, and passion turns colorless.
Nada. Real good production.